I don't listen
You
to
doing,
music that
Evan?
much
You
anymore.
recording?
I'm not recording right now.
It says you are.
Oh, that's Vernon.
No, Vernon is
Says
also recording,
Evan
but it
is-
says Evan is using a device that could record and broadcast this call.
Yeah, it's because you got the NDI one. I have OBS
Listen,
up, so it knows that I took your stuff.
I like that because
Smart.
then if I'm naked, I can know. Like if I was doing a striptease for you guys.
You're like, oh, Evan might be recording me. Maybe
Yeah, like
I shouldn't
Evan-
get naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to put this on the internet. This isn't for his personal use.
Now you know. If I put it on the internet,
So don't do a striptease.
you were aware. You knew the risks.
He had your
It was
consent.
there.
Knew the risks.
Young,
That's the
I'm worried about.
implication.
I think I got a defense in this lawsuit.
Hello, welcome to the second episode of Squad Pod Podcast. And I guess what we're first going to start out with is quality increase, Evan. You're going to explain that to me here.
So yeah, hopefully we're going to keep things looking better. The first one, we just wanted to get this out and going. Like we wanted to start this. So we were like, doesn't matter what it looks like. We're just doing
progression.
it. So now, yeah, we're going to slowly build on it because we don't want to procrastinate anymore. So
No.
Exactly.
but yeah.
Everyone's every recorded.
Every week now, man.
The other thing I wanted to do before we kind of like really got into it was I just kind of wanted us to like plug our social medias real quick, like nothing major, because like we have like my Facebook, the Instagram, but like no one knows what that actually is. So, so yeah, like
you're gonna scroll, right?
I will, but like why should you click on it? Like what has Vernon got on Big Money Nation over there, and what's Wyatt doing on Twitch? What are you doing on? What the heck is TapFat? So,
Right.
but yeah. So like I got the Facebook games page.
Big Money Nation is pretty much our gaming page, Like
yeah, it's like that's kind of like everything. Vernon just kind of runs
a conglomerate of all of us, but like I've been tasked, I guess, with running it and like posting the videos and editing, and like you two also do edit videos and send them to me for me to post. So like it's like more or less all of us, But
yeah, you got it started though, man. You got like what are we up to? 700 followers?
730 something.
Yeah.
But like we were up. I actually was slacking for a good couple months on it. So like we were a little bit higher. We fell down. Like we lost a good amount, but like it is what it is because we're back on the.
People actually
uptick,
unfollow.
Yeah, who unfollows people?
Who unfollows people on like Instagram and stuff? Like
I don't.
I guess
ever.
a bunch.
Especially if you're not
I
posting
guess.
anything.
I don't know. I was like,
You gotta keep posting that content.
Yeah.
pretty
Gotta
much
keep up.
daily videos. Like regardless, it'll be like mostly Call of Duty or Apex, but we try to post a lot of other shit, like anything gaming related.
Whatever
more or
we're
less.
playing, yeah.
Yeah.
I do post some clips from this on there too, just more or less to kind of show them we do this as well,
Multiplayer is the best thing to show on those because the experience is different depending on your play. Like, I could
Every
post on my
time,
single
almost.
players games, but like your experience with the single player game, my experience with the single player game are basically the same experience.
Right.
The
You
only
Like,
difference is your reaction.
exactly. Like,
Mhm.
I might go left when you went right, but like you're in the confines of the game, so there's not too much you're
Mhm.
doing. So that's why it's hard because I mean, all we play is Apex and Call of Duty, but what else is
Not
there
anymore.
to play?
Multiplayer is fun because you then have the
It's
game
different.
is always changing, but then you also add the element of all of us reacting to what's happening. And, like,
Absolutely,
I feel
yeah.
like I
Yeah.
find it entertaining enough that I'm like, we gotta put this up here. It's funny. It's funny as shit sometimes.
I do think it's funny.
But
Evan?
Alex,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Well, I just have that
Stay on
Facebook gaming
topic.
page. It's not really anything like crazy, but I just try to stream. It's
Oh.
usually Monday nights. That's pretty much the only night I'm streaming now. But I try to post like little shorts of like Pokemon Go because it's the one game I can play that's like that
All
I
the
have
time.
time to fit in between.
I've been seeing
things.
them.
So yeah, they're just short little edits that I like. But yeah, that's like in Wyatt's is the same. He does more, but yeah, like that's our squad night. So that's kind of what I stream is our squad night, whatever we're doing. If it's
Monday nights.
And where's it at, Evan?
Grand Theft Auto, what's that?
Where's it at? Facebook?
Facebook.com/Griffosaur. So
Griffosaur.
it'll be down there. I'll
Nice.
probably, when you guys are talking sports, I'll probably add stuff down there because, yeah, I'm not.
You know all about
I
sports,
don't know
man.
too much, so I'll mess with that stuff while you guys talk about that. But
Sports has been
yeah.
crazy lately. There ain't even no sports being played.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it
But-
crazy. It's like off season when you're like
And,
holding
like,
on to every piece of news.
They're just chattering, and you got to
Yeah.
dissect it and then sit on it. But who wants to go next on?
Oh, I'll go. I mean, I've been slacking a little bit recently, but I mean, I've been still streaming like once a week on Mondays on Dead Vegas 717 on Twitch. I've been streaming like Ark. We've been playing Ark, and I streamed when we were playing Call of Duty. But I'm gonna try to start streaming some more like different games here. I should have streamed Kakarot. Like I've been
Yeah,
flying
definitely.
through that, bro. Like
You had a
I
few
wanted
good
to do
plays.
BioShock. I wanted to do like a playthrough of BioShock on stream. That I was planning that a while ago, but I want to start doing that here soon. I want to stream like a couple nights a week, so look out for that.
Hell yeah.
Alex, yeah, you can still plug it, but we'll probably give you like a big introduction the week that you launch that.
I'm
So, yeah.
excited.
But anyway, tell us what you're working on.
Here we go.
Me and my buddy Storm been working on for about 3 months now. We've been like actually working on it, filming, getting a set together. It's still pretty awful, but we're just doing a beer review show. We're gonna call it Tap That. It's gonna be 5 episodes a week, every other week. That's just at the mercy of how much we can film. You'd be surprised how hard it is to convince your girlfriend to let you just go drink with your buddy and film. So we've only got it convinced down to every other week so far. But it does take a lot of time. I mean, we're drinking for a few hours a day. But it's supposed to release, if everything goes well. Supposed to release not this coming up Monday, but the following Monday. So I'm about a week and a half out
Okay.
From Squad Night, too.
Nice.
from release. And it's
I'm
going to
excited
be...
for that.
It is created. I mean, nobody's going to follow it until there's content, but there's a Tap That YouTube, Tap That Review on Instagram. We already claimed them just because I didn't want anybody to take them. I mean,
Right.
they haven't taken them yet, but I just didn't want anybody to take them, so I
He'd
claimed
filed
them.
copyrights. He'd filed trademarks.
Yeah,
He's
man.
got
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I really believe in... I mean, it's not there yet, but you'll see. It's fun, and I'm going to get all of you as a guest eventually.
Yep.
I'd like to do like a drunken gamer thing, kind of tied into it, where we all get together,
Definitely,
play Mario Kart or
Ooh.
something.
we will make it happen.
We will make it happen.
Like,
It's hard.
even the ones we tried before.
Yeah. Me and Wyatt actually started. I still have those videos if you ever want me to edit them up.
I have them
Me
on my
and-
computer, on my laptop.
While
Yeah.
we're on the subject, man, me and Wyatt had a video we recorded, but we messed up, which I'll get to. Wyatt is super good at
Aladdin.
Super Nintendo Aladdin.
Yeah.
Super good at it.
Played it a bunch when I was younger, bro. I love that game.
So the idea was I was gonna let him beat it sober, completely sober, and then I played it a few times when I was a kid. So then he got drunk while I was trying to beat it, and then we timed him, and I think it took you 22 minutes. It was pretty fast.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes. It didn't take long to beat it.
He-
It was a
he
speed
cranked
run.
20 minutes.
Dude, it's not a long game at all.
It's not long, no. I didn't beat it. I died on the volcano or the magic carpet level, which is like the 4th level in, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But Wyatt's feeling pretty good, and then we recorded him going through it the second time drunk, but
Bro, I was wasted.
we were both hammered and forgot to record any of the game
Oh my
any
god.
of the gameplay. So we had
So you
Oh,
have
I
the
thought we
video.
recorded the gameplay. We just didn't have the sound.
no
For
man,
some
we
reason,
didn't
I
have
thought it
any
was one of them.
gameplay. We had no
Yeah,
gameplay.
but,
We had
like-
us and the sound, no gameplay though.
Video
I
of you two
remember-
drunk as shit playing that game.
And
And no
nobody
gameplay.
I am fully intent on doing it again too. I want to finish that video.
Can I
But,
come and just be like your babysitter almost to make sure it gets recorded?
Just to make
Definitely.
sure that we
We
have
need
like
somebody
whatever
there.
set up,
We
right?
need
I
somebody to
got you.
set up a.
But
a-
I remember getting stuck on that same level, that fucking the magic carpet
Okay.
one, where you're literally like in that tunnel and it's just like jagged the whole way through, and there's rocks falling at you while there's lava coming from behind. So you gotta like keep in the middle there while dodging stuff. It's super hard,
It's super
but
hard.
like especially when you're wasted.
Especially when you're late.
But I mean, like, yeah, I couldn't finish it. Next time I will though.
Man,
I'll have
we'll
to
get
practice
that.
it.
I want to put that because I want to do one-off episodes. Me and Storm did like the bouncing basketball thing. That's like a trend going around. Drunken Mario Kart. I want to do all that
I
stuff.
want to do
Definitely.
that so
Mario
goddamn
Party.
bad. That's what I was gonna say.
Mario
Drunken
Party.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario
Drunken
Kart,
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Party.
Pull to the side, finish your
Yep,
beer.
you gotta. Evan, you ever hear of this game?
No.
So you play Mario Party with a beer, or not Mario Party, Mario Kart
Mario Kart.
with a
Okay.
beer, and you have to finish that beer before you're done with either lap or race. That depends how drunk you want to get. But the only time you can drink your beer is when your car is at a complete standstill. Like you can't
So
just
you
let go
have
of the
to
control.
stop.
You have to
Mhm.
stop, or you have to be at a stop before you
Can't
pass.
drink and drive, Evan.
Yeah,
I
can't drink.
feel-
and drive.
I feel like you have to be like super strategic. Like if someone hits you with like a shell, like quickly, just like
No, you can't. You can't.
Oh, that doesn't
because
count.
you're still moving. You have to be at a
Yeah,
complete
Because you're
stop.
still spinning and stuff.
okay, but what
yeah.
if like you take that time?
That's
Oh
but
no, I guess
you can't.
have to
drink
wait till you're
until
done moving.
Yeah, till you're done.
Best
Okay.
bet is to
bouncing.
just chug your beer.
I
at
still
the
feel like that'd be the
start.
best time to do it though, because you're already at like a disadvantage.
what I do.
So it's like
Everybody has their
Won.
strategies,
And you won.
and
last
I
time.
won.
like
I
you
feel
already
like
have to
very
wait. So why not wait
Start
like
of the
another second?
race.
Like you can
Why
have
is
beer
that
ready in
Chug this
hand,
beer.
and like as
Yep.
soon as you stop moving, you can like.
We're
Soon as
turning-
that light turns, soon as it turns green, I just start chugging. And soon as it's done, I race.
And then he raced 3 laps. Like didn't stop
I
at all.
won.
And
I won.
I pulled over. I'm
Here's
drinking-
what
I
we're
remember
gonna do,
Alex
though.
stopped at like the very end. He was like, "I'm gonna drink
Yeah,
the rest like at the
see?
very end, right in front of the finish line." And I just remember I beat him just by a little bit.
I think though I have a strategy for that. We're gonna turn rubber banding off because rubber banding's a thing. Like where if you're real far
Oh,
behind,
Oh,
it boosts
you
you
go
up.
faster. Yeah.
So we're gonna turn that off. We gotta cut that. So like strategies can really like
No training wheels.
no training wheels.
no handicaps.
No hand.
Yeah,
I don't
no
even know if you can
handicap.
turn it off in Mario Party or Mario Kart. I have no idea.
I do wanna
Is this
play
the
more.
old one, like the original one?
Oh, we play any Mario Kart you want, man.
Yeah.
I have a Switch. I don't have Mario Kart, but I have a Switch.
I feel like the original is only 2-player though on the NES. I mean the Super Nintendo.
Oh, the Super
it's only
Nintendo. I
2-player.
thought we were talking about like
I
N64.
I thought you were talking about the original. You said.
Man, if we're going back, we're playing Mario Kart
Oh.
Double Dash because Mario Kart Double Dash is dope, and I own
Oh,
that.
you got a GameCube. You got a
I have,
GameCube?
I have a
I don't
GameCube.
have a GameCube.
Okay,
I was
cool.
gonna say I think Bree. Oh no, Bree got rid of it.
Man,
Yes,
that
Smash
actually,
too.
I have all my old game consoles, all my old games, like everything, still sitting back there. Like
Nice.
we can go into it. Like I'm not a believer of digital media, like as a whole, like for everything to be digital, man. Like I get it. Some things got to be digital, and I download digital games too. But like, man, I'm just like a firm believer in the physical media, man. I feel like stuff's dying out because of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's games you can't watch or you can't play anymore because like the rights are gone. Like
Yeah.
there's just games that you will never be able to play again ever in your life because the rights aren't on there anymore. And I just feel like that's so sad. Like
Plus, there's that aspect of like you feel like you got what you paid for when you're holding a game too. Like, it always feels nice to go and like pick up a game.
it does.
You know.
It does.
All right.
And
So, okay, I think I have now a little bit more balanced opinion, Alex, because I think you think you've got me like, because I'm like I went full digital once I lost that Red Dead disc. I went full digital. I was like,
Went
no,
over the
no
edge.
discs. Vernon's like, no discs. He
No
like,
discs.
This does work.
that's because this
I'm
drive don't
done.
work.
But
It broke, and I'm over it.
Listen,
Listen,
can I
agree
try?
with you, though.
Can I
agree
try to
with-
fix it when we get the PS5? Can I try to fix it? Because I think I can do it.
I
mean,
feel
I
like all it
guess-
needs is
I
taking
just
out.
want
and
to
cleaning.
try. I just want to try. It has nothing to do with whether it works or
you-
not. I just want to try.
So are you
That's
going to be
fine.
getting the digital PS5 then, Vern?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Not decided.
Because
I
like
feel like
I
I'm
agree
not.
with you.
I'm
I agree
not.
with you. Like I think it's awesome. It's good when you go out to the store and you get in the game. You're like, yeah, I got this shit.
got my-
No, and then like the only reason I feel the way I feel is because of my recent discretion.
Yeah.
mishap.
Yeah,
Or, yeah,
like,
misfortune.
But you mean you still always have digital there too? Like,
Exactly.
You know,
I think
like
If
just
I had
Blend's
digital
awesome.
only PS5, then I'd remove that option from myself entirely. So like
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
limited.
gonna buy that or not. I'm probably gonna buy the disc one. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, right now, I'm like, fuck discs.
I was
Yeah,
like
man.
that. Once
Definitely
once I
understand.
lost that Red Dead disc, no clue where it went. But I was like, No. Like
Still haven't found
I
it.
paid $60 for it, and like if it was digital, or if they offered you the digital download, like if you had like, because I don't know, I guess I don't know how I'd prove it, but okay, so I think digital's the way to go. But if you have a game that you like, okay, so nowadays when you play a game, like I feel like games now aren't as like replayable. Like you play a game nowadays and you beat it and then you move on. Like before, a lot of
Yeah.
the games, like you would replay them over and over and over again. But
Mhm.
now it's like you play a game, you beat it, you move on. Like Call of Duty. Like
I think that's just
who's
going
gonna
up.
play Modern Warfare in 3 years? Probably no one.
Yeah.
Like maybe okay, maybe some people, but the majority of us. I mean, I know we aren't. I'm sure.
I think that's part of growing up, man. When you're a kid,
So-
you have $60 to spend on one game, and that's your $60. Like
Well,
I can go
yeah.
buy a game every week if I
True.
want. Like I'd do whatever I want. It's my
Yeah.
money now. I'll
But
go
like,
do it.
okay, so in this example, so Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, you guys probably are never going to play this in like 3 years, no matter what age you were, because the next Call of Duty is going to be out. But
Mhm.
Last of Us, you might play that again.
I have played that again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have. I've replayed it.
So like a good story, like a good like single player game, I feel like that is worth it. It's like Red Dead, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like I feel
Skyrim?
like
Red
that's
Dead was
worth it
amazing.
because you
Skyrim.
will replay it.
Yeah,
But,
Skyrim.
like-
Something you're gonna come back to.
Oh, Skyrim
Plus,
you'll
I
just buy on the next console whenever it comes out.
I think that
PS9.
what adds, I think that what adds to it though is like the video game business is such a huge industry now. Like even compared to like the early like from 2000 to 2010, like it was huge then, but I feel like it's even bigger now. So there's like so many different games, like probably more AAA games come out now than back then. Like
Ever, yeah.
probably then
There's,
there
like,
was only
on a
like
more
3 or
regular
4
basis.
Look
maybe.
at so many games that we've
Yeah.
played that we probably never would have if it was like, if it wasn't
Exactly.
for digital. Like
There's
look
more
at The
games
Forest,
available
Killing
now than there
Floor,
used to be.
Ark. I wouldn't have bought
Yeah.
Ark if it wasn't digital.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did.
I mean, I
These
think it
indie
even.
games are huge.
I don't know. I think it
PSN
just.
pushes indie games. Sorry,
They do
Alex.
push. No, you're good, man. I was cutting you off.
But
We'll learn.
no,
We'll
but
learn
I
second.
get the sentiment. But I think I'm still like
It
I'm not there yet.
It even
100%.
extends
Get a
for.
drink real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
You good?
Sorry.
It even
Thirsty.
extends for like movies for me though. Like, and I know why it's into this. Like, there are movies that I will watch every single year, every Halloween, every Christmas, whatever. I
There's
don't
movies
want
to
to
watch
look.
every year, man.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
it's
look
like-
on a streaming site, and I always get
I
to the point
feel
when I'm like, I
like
can't
movies are
find
different.
this on a streaming site. I have to own this. Like, I want to watch Goonies. I want to watch Gremlins. Like I want to watch these things. I don't want to look for it. I'll just pull it off my shelf and get it. Because people
Yeah.
are like, you can just find whatever you want on Netflix. I'm like, well, that's not true. You can find
Yeah,
a
it's not
whole
true.
lot on Netflix, but not
It
anything.
used to be like just Netflix or Hulu. Now it's like Netflix, Hulu, like HBO Max,
You got to be subscribed. to all
Amazon
of them.
Prime.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. There's so many streaming services now.
I feel like
compared to-
movies are a little different. Like me and Brittany, we wanted to watch Hot Chick the other day, and we did. But if
Where'd
I
you
had
find
the
it?
digital, huh?
Did you own it or where'd you find it?
Oh no, we had it. We had the DVD. It was a DVD.
See? Wow,
But
sick.
like, if I had the digital PS5, I couldn't watch it. But the reason that doesn't matter to me right now is because like, the next PS5 is like coming with like, remember when the PS3 came out, it came with the Blu-ray player. We're not at the next level of that yet. So like, I still have my PS4.
Oh, I
So
don't
if
know
I
if
want
you're
to watch a
gonna do the next one.
Blu-ray, I can just turn on my PS4 and use that. But I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't watch movies nearly as much.
This conversation can evolve because I don't think there's another level past Blu-ray. I think it goes completely
It'll
digital
pro-
at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think there's
okay.
a new like
From
step.
what
I
you
thought
were
you meant,
saying
like,
though,
Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
quality-wise. I'm like, oh no, it's going to. But I
Oh,
guess what
yeah.
you mean. The
I don't think
physical-
there's
Yeah.
a new
physical is done at
medium.
Blu-ray.
yeah,
Which, like
I agree
I
with
said
that.
about losing games, like same with movies, man. Like
Mhm.
we live in an age where we think that things we play and do now are never going to go away because of the internet, and like it's like if you look back at like the 50s and the 60s and even the 30s. I mean, I know nobody wants to watch those movies, but there's movies that came out back then that you like are gone. Like the films are gone, everything's gone
Yeah.
on that. Like you
I mean,
can never
you can
watch
usually
them
find them
again.
on. You can find some of them on Amazon, to be honest.
Some of them, yeah,
On
but
Amazon
there,
Prime.
But
there
yeah,
are
there
a few movies that like there's no prints of them anymore. Like they know
Oh
they
yeah,
existed
yeah, definitely.
because
Mhm.
they have like people remember it. People have like movie posters of it, but like you can't watch anymore. And like people are like, well, that'll never happen today. But it has happened even as recent as like the Deadpool game. You remember the Deadpool game? Like you can't buy that anymore. You can't buy it digitally. You can't buy it physically anymore. Like it's off the shelf. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It was a
gotta go on, like,
digitally
eBay.
only game, and you will never be able to play it again ever.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, well, if you have an Xbox 360 that you didn't update," and I'm like, "Well, who's gonna spend Xbox 360 prices to never update it?" You know, I mean, back when they were new, you know, like who's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll never play this game again"? You know?
Why would you think to never upgrade it?
Exactly.
Like,
I'm sure somewhere in the world, like 2 people own it on a hard
someone
drive.
forgot to
somewhere.
update it, and then they realize it's actually worth something.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That shouldn't be like that for media. That's why I'm such a firm believer in physical media, because like I'll always own it. Like I have it. It's mine, you know, until I don't want it anymore. I'll get rid of it.
Until your kids lose it.
Usually the last resort is like Amazon Prime, because like even if I can't find anything on streaming services, I can go there, and when I look it up, it'll be like you'll usually find it on Amazon Prime. If you have to rent it, it's usually only like $3 or $4. They usually don't charge much, and you have it for like 3 days or something. Yeah. It's not bad. I've used it a couple times.
Yeah, I rent off PlayStation a bunch too. You can find a ton.
See, I've never rented off a PlayStation.
Yeah, I do it just because my card's already connected to it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I can afford it. But yeah, I don't know. That's like my thing. You know, with media though, I feel like we're losing it, and I mean, I'm a little afraid of it just from a history standpoint, man.
Yeah, I know you love those collector's editions.
I do love it, but that's more like just me being ridiculous. I just like you said, I like holding something real big in my hand.
Exactly, dude.
Like,
it's so satisfying. It is.
Especially
if it's something you love, or like one of your favorite series or something. It is.
Man,
like
you showed me that the Evil Dead thing. I bought it like the minute you sent it to me. I was like, "Buy, done."
You definitely did that.
It's gonna complete my set.
I bought that Game of Thrones box set, that huge one, bro, and it was so satisfying. It was worth it.
When Wyatt was sending you that and he tagged it, I even thought, I'm like, Alex is gonna buy this like right now, because this was like right after.
I don't like Game of Thrones, but that's a cool set.
No impulse, dude. I'm just like, that looks cool. I'll buy that. Like I like that.
I should get the Star Wars one. That Star Wars one is really cool.
Alex like completes his thought, and then his thumb's already on the checkout button.
Yeah.
Like,
The only reason I haven't bought the Star Wars one is because I own a pretty cool Star Wars collection, and then I've been buying all the newer releases on Steelbook. Like I own them all on Steelbook. So like I have like a little set going. That's the only reason I didn't buy.
Like I think it was Best Buy had like a set of Steelbooks for like the whole series.
Well, I bought them individually. I don't know how much a set is. The only one I don't own is the most recent one, Rise of Skywalker. Is the only one I don't own.
Yeah,
Solo cost me the most.
Really?
Because I didn't buy it like when it first came out, and then it cost me like $50, and I was like,
I just want to bid on John Wick 3 on Steelbook.
Ooh, I haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it.
3?
Not yet, man.
I thought we went and saw it, bro.
Oh, I think you and Vernon did. We went and saw 2 together.
I went and saw 3 at some point with someone. I thought it was you.
Me.
But I have the first 2 on Steelbook, and I was like, damn, I would like to have the third one. And I couldn't find it anywhere that wasn't like outrageous. Yeah, you gave it back to me. But like all the other ones like that I could find were like $60 or $70 because they don't make them anymore. They were like special edition.
Yeah, man.
I found one on eBay for cheap enough that I was willing to buy it.
Yeah, man. My Thing box set or my Thing Steelbook, it was like $20 when I bought it. I can't find it anywhere for less than like $80 right now. And not that I'll buy it again, but like I'm like, oh, thank God I bought it when I bought it. It was like $20 when I bought it.
I know. Yeah.
There still is a market out there for physical media. I mean, I think it's becoming more niche, but it's still there.
Yeah. It's the collectors. Mostly.
I'm a collector.
Totally
I don't
unrelated,
really.
But I think I figured out how to fix what I was having a problem with.
Nice.
The sound.
But anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm more like opt to buy like special edition media for like movies or TV shows than I am for games. So I feel like what Evan was kind of saying earlier is like games come and go.
Yeah.
Where like meh, but like
except the few, the good ones.
Yeah. Like the movie, like I'm only gonna buy special edition movies or TV shows I like really love, like that I care enough about. I don't know. Unless like the game comes with like a statue or something that's super cool. Then you can put that somewhere.
See, I don't buy the statue ones. I don't like statues.
Alex doesn't go that far.
Man, it's completely a space thing.
Not
like,
since what was it? Aliens, like Alien Colonial Marines.
I have that statue. I think I have a Batman Arkham Knight statue, the last one I bought. But I just don't like knickknacks that don't have a purpose. Like all my movies and stuff, I could do something with, you know. Like
I love that kind of stuff.
I've been getting away from knickknacks.
Mhm.
Like just
Like if
just
I see like a display of like someone with like a bunch of like figures or like, I think that's cool. But I mean, but I don't have the space for it. There's no way I
Listen,
could do it.
Yeah.
I
How many
think
pop
it's cool
figures
too.
I have that I have nothing to do with. They're sitting in the attic.
Yeah, I
They're
think
a
they're
waste
cool
of
too.
space now.
But Marissa said I gotta keep all my nerd shit in one corner of my room, so
Oh,
like she's not gonna let me put it in the living room. I'm like,
but
come on,
that is like a background somehow.
can we put like a 10-foot Death Star back there? And she's like, no, we can't put a Death Star in the living room. I'm like, please. So like I just don't have the space for it anymore, man.
Yeah.
When my kids are older and they're like gone, I'll put it in their room.
There you go.
There you go. I'll put it in there. Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I guess while we're talking about like games and media and stuff, did you guys pick 3 games? Can you
I was
think?
thinking about it.
I could think
Yeah.
about. I know a couple.
The no
All right,
I know off the
multiplayer
top
thing.
of my head.
I'll start just to get maybe the ball rolling here. So I wanted to know, so if you had to pick 3 games that you could play for the rest of your life, and no multiplayer games, because that's kind of cheating. Like, you know, if you could play with other people, like
Like
that,
play
it's gonna
WoW.
keep you entertained.
Yeah.
So, so 3 games that you could play for the rest of your life, over and over and over again. So, I kind of have like like I'm conflicted on the third one. Like I guess these really aren't in like any order, but for me, I feel like my number 3 spot would be like a Skate or Tony Hawk game, because it's like you can always, it's just like real skateboarding. Like you could just do something different every single time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the replayability of it is like,
I
you know,
agree
you can just
with
mess
you.
around endlessly.
I have a similar one, but like not Tony Hawk, but for the
Yeah.
same reasons.
Yeah. All right. That's how I was thinking about that. I couldn't think of a game, like a specific game for that. So I was
Mhm.
just like, okay. I mean, I could pick any of them, and I'd be content with it. Any of the skates or any of like anything after like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, any of the ones you can get off your board. Yeah. Like,
2.
Like Underground.
yeah. Like
Oh,
I love
Underground.
I love the underground ones.
Underground
or like
2's
I even like Project 8. But all right,
Project
my
8 was
number
good.
2 is GTA 5 so far.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Again, same thing.
Okay.
Like good story. So if you want something like immersive, you have that, and then you can do different things each time. But then like it's open world. Like, you know, you could just drive around. You could try to kill everyone. You could like speed run the game. Like there's so many
Maybe.
different things like that
Mhm.
you could do with that.
Not going downstairs.
And my
Definitely.
last one is just like complete fanboy, and I could just do it. Like I could play it every single time. Is Pokemon Heart Gold.
Yes.
I could replay that any day, all the time. Because again, you can replay it and like, I'm gonna do a grass only run, or I'm gonna do a fire only Nuzlocke with no items. Like I don't know. Like I love the story. It's just
Screw a
it's my
Nuzlocke.
favorite game of all time, and that's my number 1. So yeah, I was curious what you guys thought. Like what are
I
your
think it's a good list. Freddie, you want to go?
I agree with him on like pretty much all of them, but for like they're different games. You know, for my number 3, like no real order, but number 3 would be like a Madden or a 2K.
I knew it. I
Any-
knew
Yeah.
I knew that would be
Any-
on your guys' list. Like
Any
one of
version
them.
of that, because I
Yeah.
could play 80 seasons. I could play
Yeah.
like 90 seasons.
And
Like
it'd all
just-
be different.
You can
and
go
it
forever.
would randomly
single one would be
generate
different.
rookies for me and just keep going. You know, I could play that forever. But like
It'd be 2K for
num-
me.
probably 2K for me
2K.
too, because I would
I
love
think
to
it's
just
more
play.
it's more fleshed out. I think.
Right.
Mhm.
But like number 2, I would probably say The Witcher 3, or
Mm.
like just because I already
Open
beat it
world
twice.
RPG.
Like I've already
Mhm.
spent so much time playing that game. Like I know I could like dive right back into that shit today if I really wanted to. Same reasons as GTA 5. You know, it's not quite as open.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just feel
I
like
think there's
GTA
less
5's got
like
more,
goofing around you can do in The Witcher. Like there is,
Yeah.
but like
but the story's crazy.
the
Like,
story could keep you.
and then
Yeah.
my last one, I kind of forget what the fuck it was. Oh, this was a toss up too. I couldn't decide whether it was going to be Boost Fury or
I knew-
Legacy of Goku
I
2.
knew it would be that. I
was
don't know
like-
why I knew that.
I was like, one of those two, because like I said, already to this point, I've played them each like 10 times each. Like, so like I know I have it on my phone right now, so like I could keep playing that. I already do play it. Probably will play that for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So like I had to put that on the list too. I don't know which one though.
I
Like
feel
said,
like
I'm
I
running
would
through
give
Boost-
something
Boost
like
Fury
that
right
a
now.
pass if you picked like a trilogy. Like if they were like, because like the Legacy of Goku and Boost
No,
Fury.
no sequels. No.
No,
No. Then I pick
No?
Mario. There's like 50 of them.
no, but I mean like
What
They
do you
were
mean? He
made
gets
to
sequel,
be
but I
like-
don't get.
Yeah.
the only reason they were sold like that was like just to sell copies. Like they weren't, it's not like they came out with it and then like they came up with an idea later. Like they knew how the story ended when they made the first one. Like
All right. So
But yeah.
every Dragon Ball Z game ever. So, because it's all, you just retread it every time, which Boo Fairy is what I would pick over Legacy of Goku. Again, it's just more fleshed out.
it is more
Like,
fleshed out.
It's
yeah.
just a like
But
a
the Cell
more.
Saga.
It's pixels this big, man. You didn't say you couldn't watch the Cell Saga. You can watch it.
That's true. I guess I didn't say like this was like a desert island or anything.
Like I have a question. Is it non-updatable game? Like I can't have any online community at all, or just not multiplayer online community?
I don't know. I guess I was just thinking like, I don't know. I was just thinking more along the lines of like single player, like no multiplayer. But
No
I mean,
Well, this isn't necessarily multiplayer. Like, if you would pick like Mario Maker, would that be cheating? Because like it's never ending. Like, there's just levels and levels and levels because there's an online
yeah,
community.
because you could make your own if you really wanted to. So
Yeah. So, purely for repayability, I'd probably pick Mario Maker, even though I've never played it. I'm just thinking about games that could last. That could last me forever, you know. And I think
Yeah.
Mario Maker is the only one that comes to mind.
you know what? A game that I've never played that I feel like could also fit this bill is Minecraft.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that.
I've never really played Minecraft, but I feel like if I had it, I'd be content. Like,
Yeah.
if that was the only game I could play, I'd be like, okay, I could live
Now-
with this.
I was gonna pick NBA or Madden, but I'll switch it just because Vernon picked it. And the same reasons as him, where it's never ending, continuous, and also multiplayer. Like, not necessarily, but like you can sit on the couch and play it with me. So for a game that I would pick that somebody could sit on the couch to play with me, that I don't think I'd ever get bored, is probably Halo 2. Like, because I feel like I could just play.
That's a solid pick.
Not even the story. Like, I don't care about the story. Like, I'll probably play it, but
You can just-
like.
Yeah.
And they got the
Like-
Forge. Oh, maybe Halo 3 is the Forge. What is the Forge? Halo 3? Where you
Halo
can create your own maps and stuff? Okay, then I switched my pick to Halo 3. Like, Halo 3. So I could use
Yeah.
the Forge to create stuff too. I feel like I'm cheating on all these now. I'm just like, listen to things.
It is what it is.
I'm just thinking of things you can create. If I had to pick like a solely single player game, probably Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Just because it's.
It's like the same reason as The Witcher. Like there's just so much
Exactly,
stuff.
like, it's
I would have
just-
probably, if I would have had to choose one of those, I would choose like Oblivion. I always liked Oblivion a little better than Skyrim.
Nah, man, I loved Skyrim, and I just think there's more in it. And can I play different
Yeah.
versions of it? Can I like play the VR and like the regular version?
I mean, it's the same game. So
It's the same game, man. Just one's got a VR peripheral.
You just got to download the mods and everything before
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
ends.
peripheral. The VR makes me sick, but I'll play it. Makes me real
You'll
sick.
get used to it.
Yeah, eventually. In my desert island.
Yeah, I don't really know what the scenario was, but yeah.
Desert
All right,
island
Wyatt.
makes sense, anyways. How'd you get electricity?
I would choose
Generator.
Metal Gear Solid, the original one on PS1, because I can pick
Just
up that
the
and play that
first
game.
one?
The first one, I can pick up not like the NES one, but like the PS1.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I can pick that up and play that any day. I love that. Is one of my favorite games of all time.
I do love that
Um,
game. I think I picked the third
yeah.
one though.
That one's really good, but like I don't know, that the
Nostalgia.
first one is so good. Yeah,
It's-
the nostalgia.
It's
The
nostalgia.
second one would be Resident Evil 4. It's for like
Oh.
the same. I can play that anytime. I love that game. And since Vern mentioned it, I would go with Legacy of Goku 2.
Ooh.
I would go with the Cell Saga
That shit
because
is dope.
I love that game, bro. Like I have it on my phone too.
I
Like,
have it on my phone too. I have all three of them also.
I
I
love
have
that
Boost
game.
Fury on mine.
All I have is
Like, that
Boost
wasn't
Fury
me, like-
here.
I don't
So
know
y'all
why I
can't
didn't
even
think of that.
Judge, y'all know.
I
got
have it
Boost
too,
Fury.
man.
That's
I'm
what
not
saying.
judging at all.
I know, but yeah, definitely that game.
Hmm.
Those are my three that I'm sticking
Oh,
with.
that Boost Fury.
Those are good picks, guys.
Those are
You
good
picked-
picks.
I
We
feel
all
like I
kind of had like the
cheated.
same idea, but
Yeah, I cheated.
I mean, I didn't think of like it didn't cross my mind about like Legacy of Goku 2 until you mentioned the series. I was like, oh shit, that is a game I play like all the time. Like
I've played it
I'll download it. Like,
periodically. You know.
yeah,
I would do a Pokemon before I do Leggy Goes Who.
See, I
that's why I picked
would
it.
too.
Yeah.
and I would probably pick Fire Red or Heart Gold.
There's
Like,
Yeah.
I
really
don't know
good
which
change.
one.
Yeah,
Fire Red's dope.
there's
Heart
more you
Gold.
can.
Such a hard
Fire Red
play.
would probably be my
That's
second pick,
amazing.
honestly.
Yeah,
Honestly, or Omega Ruby, because it was really good.
I
If you're
never
into
played that one.
that one was really
Yeah.
good.
That's on the DS, right?
3DS, yeah. I think you
3DS.
could play it on the DS actually.
I played Heart
Maybe.
Gold on the DS, but I never played Omega Ruby or
Yeah,
anything
Omega
like that.
Ruby, it was good. It was like if you liked Ruby and Sapphire, it was just like
Yeah.
everything about it, but better. Plus
See,
Mega
like,
Evolution.
I
Like
like
it was
Emerald
just, it was good.
because like Emerald's my birthstone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
So it is a lot like Emerald. So
I
yeah,
don't know
like
my
what I-
birthstone.
because
Do
they
you
have
guys
like
know
a,
yours?
Mine's like a lime green.
I know mine. It's
I
Ruby.
forget what it's
I'm
called.
pretty sure mine's Ruby.
Evan, I remember
I'm gonna Google it.
specifically because of me, you, and Bree. Because you,
Bree, what is Breeze?
I'm pretty sure she was a Sapphire.
I feel like Sapphire is like October.
I don't know. I remember being a little kid and you saying like, me, you, and somebody else were like Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire.
Oh,
I remember being a little kid.
Ooh, mine's a
Shoot.
diamond. I'll
yeah,
take
April's
that.
Diamond. Yeah,
I'll take that.
I've
Oh.
heard some like I've seen like charts at like Walmart and they'll say like cubic zirconia, like to cheat out.
Yo, I don't know when anybody's birthday is.
Mine's August.
August.
16th.
August birthstone is a peridot. It is a lime green one.
Yeah, it's lime green.
The lime green.
I know
Perry Dot.
Brittany's is January.
What the
That's
hell
hers
is that?
March, I think.
When's yours, Evan? This month, right?
July. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm-
4 days. Yeah.
Yours is a ruby, Evan.
What's Vern's Emerald? Where's
Emerald.
Sapphire?
Is Sapphire even a birthstone? Like,
Yeah, it definitely is.
When's Bree's birthday? How about we just do that?
May. Breeze is in
wait,
May.
she's an emerald too then.
She's an emerald.
Oh
then,
yeah. Oh,
Because
that's
Vernon's
right.
is in birthday.
That didn't work then. I don't know who the fuck you were
Oops.
talking about, but I remember that shit. You forget your own.
Oh, yo, my webcam died, or my camera
Uh-oh.
died.
Oh, you don't have it plugged in?
No, I can't. I don't know if I can even plug it in.
What does that mean?
On.
Well, what does that mean?
Intermission.
Intermission.
You
Good,
know
I need
what?
a drink.
That's not a bad idea.
I need
This
a
is where I
drink.
get the.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Oh, we can't
That
show
means-
that, but
I know exactly where I want to pick up when we come back. By the way,
As
Alright,
you
let's
sipping
do
what?
Deep Eddies and water, man. I'm telling you, it is the only drink. It is lemonade, vodka, and water. And how can you get a hangover if you're drinking water? Like you
I mean,
can't.
you
It's
got a
scientifically impossible. I'm pretty
Science
sure.
right
I mean,
there.
I'm not a scientist, but you know,
What exactly is Deep Eddies?
it's
Before we
lemonade
get-
flavored. It's a
It's
type of
just
vodka.
lemonade?
It's a type,
Okay.
like a brand of vodka, but
Right,
you have
like
to get
Captain or Captain
Yeah.
Warriors. You know what I mean? Okay.
But
I
you
was
have-
curious.
you have to get the lemonade flavored one because they have like just regular vodka, but no,
Right.
They also have a grapefruit flavored one, but it's too tart for me. I'm like,
Gotcha.
So it's lemonade flavored vodka, not lemonade.
not
'Cause
lemonade.
Lemonade is just water and lemon.
It's lemonade
With
flavored
sugar, I
vodka,
guess.
and then I
Okay,
just
so it's
add
vodka
water.
and water.
Vodka and water. Oh, and again, the pink is a little bit of strawberry to Kuipers, so it's strawberry lemonade. But you don't have to do that. I don't know. I just like
That's just
I'm
for
water,
a
though.
little flair.
I just like a little color, man. I'm pretty sure it is science that like 70% of your taste receptacles have to do with the color and the visual presentation of food.
Visual.
Yeah,
I think
like,
it's also a lot of it's smell. I think.
I think
if
it
it
soup.
smells bad, like
But-
you're not gonna like that taste.
I think
Yeah.
if you like see something red, you automatically associate it with like cherry or hot or like Like if I give you a red Cheeto, even if it's super sour, you're gonna think hot Cheeto, you know, because it's red.
Exactly. It looks
So-
like it's gonna turn
Flaming
my
hot.
insides that color.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's gonna do. You just
By
gotta drink
putting water-
more. You gotta drink more.
Oh, you just drink more of it.
Yeah.
So you gotta like mix up a pitcher of it or something. Just go to town.
Oh,
I just gotta get the ratios off.
I think it really helps my hangovers, and I'm a big beer drinker. You guys know I have the Tap That show, so I drink a lot of beer.
Tap that.
Tap That. Everybody should watch that when it comes out in 2 weeks. But which, by the way, I'm finished editing the first week of episodes.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
But anyways, beer, dude, hits my stomach hard the next day. Like I don't know how you guys feel after a beer, but like Yingling, all that stuff, my stomach is a wreck the next day. So I've been switching to Deep Eddies and water, and I've been doing pretty good.
Nice.
Not too hungover. Stomach doesn't hurt too bad. I mean, still a little hungover. It's still
You should
alcohol.
make
but-
a picture of it though and just chill on that. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I just
put
make-
a ton of ice in it. Just a big old pitcher.
Next
Go
time
to
you guys
town.
move for a barbecue,
all right.
I just make
Picture
it
that
per-
shit
Hey,
later.
per cup.
nice. Now you're talking.
I'll do
Someone
that.
say steak.
Someone
Steak?
say
Steak.
prayer steak. Oh, I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek in the Tap That. Me and Storm talked about like because he was talking to me about how the best way to cook a steak is to get a beer, and he was like, that's my expert grilling tip. Just get a beer.
just have a beer.
Just have a beer. And I was like,
Have a beer.
do you think
But wow.
Go
What if
ahead.
you're cooking like on the stove?
No,
and
no,
the
no.
fridge is like right behind
It's
you.
specifically grilling.
Okay,
and
so
grilling
specifically
steaks.
grilling. Okay.
And I brought up, I was like, I don't know if there's any proof behind this, but you know, like usually like red-blooded, you know, like I like beer. They're like, who likes their steak rare? You think those type of people drink their steak fat or drink their beer faster, and it's in direct correlation how well done they like their steak. Like if you drink your beer real slow, you'll have to be there. You'll have to watch it. I'm
That
telling
might-
you.
okay.
I understand what you're saying.
I think there's a science behind it. That
Interesting.
like depending on how fast you drink your beer is depending on how well done or rare you like your steak.
As you're standing there cooking it.
Okay.
More or less.
Yeah, it looks good.
Like
Slap
I'm
on
ready
the
to
plate.
flip when I'm about halfway through my beer, and then I'm ready to get it off when I'm done because I
Gotta
gotta go
time
inside
down.
anyways.
Time your steak to the beer. I got you. That is a
Uh,
science.
I think it's some kind of
might be
I
science,
need to do
something
some
there.
studies on that.
but we'll see. I'm gonna do some studies. We'll do some because you're rare. How fast you drink your steak, or how fast you drink your beer, Evan?
I'm a slow drinker, but I'm a slow eater too.
And he's a
so-
well done kind of guy.
No, I'm not. No,
You
I'm
like
not.
some rare.
You
No,
were.
I'm
I
medium
like
rare. Medium rare. Medium rare is the way to
Vernon?
do it.
You're a well
I'll do
done.
medium.
Is
I like
anybody
well
well
done.
done in the room?
Nah.
Just Vernon?
Mm-hmm. Just
Well
you-
done.
How fast do you drink your beers?
usually pretty slow too. So I mean, like that for the
Because yeah, I'm a
Vernon, can
fast
I
drinker.
ask, have you ever had
I am
a
too.
medium rare or lower steak?
mm-hmm.
No? Or you
Yeah.
have? How
course.
recently? How
like
recently?
because I'll order it well done, and sometimes they'll come out. They'll be like, they're like trying to do me a favor and not make it well done, more or less. Like, and it'll come out slightly pink, and I'm just like, it is what it is.
Like, I think this dude's ordering this for his kid right now. Does he want some ketchup with that, sir?
Ew. That's some Patrick Mahomes like
That is
squirting
some
that big
Patrick
bottle of ketchup on the steak. Oh, for
Gross.
Oh, that
goodness.
doesn't even sound good.
No,
Yeah.
I love ketchup though, but like,
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
steak.
not with steak.
I don't steak.
I'm gonna be
French
honest with
fries
you.
with the
I've-
steak next to me.
I've been going
Yeah.
away from ketchup actually recently. I can't think of one food that I prefer ketchup on, like over another condiment.
I think if
Not
I
even
have
fries?
ketchup, it's usually with
Not
another
fries.
condiment. Like if I have ketchup on a burger, it's with like mustard or mayonnaise or something. It's not just ketchup.
But if I only
Yeah.
had to pick one condiment, it'd be mayonnaise on a burger.
Oh, mayonnaise, absolutely.
Yeah, like it's the first
Yeah.
condiment going on my burger.
I probably use mayonnaise more than ketchup.
Yeah,
I
That's
like to
American.
dip my fries in like honey mustard. That's
yeah.
That's how I do it.
I'll dip fries in like weird
I like
sauces,
dipping
like
Fries and
Campfire.
ranch.
ranch,
campfire sauce.
That's what
campfire
Annette does.
sauce.
Hell yeah, that's
Uses
good.
ranch.
Yeah,
What the?
Love that shit.
Mayonnaise and barbecue sauce, dude.
Chick-fil-A
Good.
sauce.
Ooh,
Mm.
barbecue sauce will do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But how
Sweet
frustrating
baby
is it
Ray's.
when you
Ketchup
pull
is going out of style, I
Chick-fil-A on
guess. Huh?
Sunday. You know
What's
what I mean? How frustrating it is when you pull up on Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
You
I
forget
do
what
it
day it is.
all the time. I do all the time. I'm just
It
like,
is
damn, how'd
very
I get this far?
Not
No.
How'd I get this
realize.
far?
How'd I
Not
get this
even thinking
far
about-
listening to my church music and not realize it was Sunday? I've listened to the gospel channel this whole way.
Oh.
Gospels.
Damn.
Oh, you didn't tell
I
me.
knew
Dang
this
it.
was bumping hard today.
What is like we talked about a little bit earlier, like what are the movies that you watch like every year that like your favorite movies that like you can just watch anytime?
Mine are
I-
real. Go ahead if you want to start.
No, go
Mine
ahead.
are,
You
mine are
first.
real like seasonal based. Like
I feel you.
I like watch Evil Dead, Halloween, every Halloween. You know, like
Yeah,
every Halloween I
same
watch
here.
Evil Dead, The Thing, Halloween. Like those are my three main movies I watch.
Yeah, Halloween's definitely one of mine.
Christmas, I usually watch Home Alone, Gremlins, things like that, and then I don't know, other movies I watch every year. I probably watch Alien every year. Aliens. I got the burps, man. Hold on. Ugh.
I'm due to watch those here soon too. I've been thinking about watching them. I want to watch the whole series of Alien.
Now I don't watch every Marvel movie every year, but I do at least throw like I watch like an Avengers every year.
I
Like
feel you.
easily.
I usually watch like a Batman or two every year. Like usually the original once a year. Jurassic Park is one of mine that I watch every year. Like I love
It's been a
Jurassic
while
Park.
since I've seen Jurassic Park actually.
I love Jurassic Park. And Jaws, dude. Jaws is something I always watch. I love that movie.
Yeah, see, not Jaws for me either. Psycho, I watch Psycho. Not every year, but I watch Psycho a lot.
So
I
good,
like
good.
Psycho.
Halloween's one I watch every year. Evil Dead. All the Evil Deads.
All the Evil Dead,
So
yeah.
good.
Even the remake I've been watching recently, man, because I'm just in the mood and I'm just like, you know what? Throw the remake on too. I'm cool with it. Like, let's do
I
it.
haven't watched that one in a little bit.
No, I own that. That's the only one I don't own on Steelbook. I don't even know if there is a Steelbook. I'll
I
have to
don't
look
know.
that up.
What about you, Evan or Vern?
I don't think there's a movie that I watch every year, like that I have to watch every year. You know,
You don't
like,
have
I
like a
don't-
favorite movie?
You don't have like a Christmas
I
movie?
got-
You don't watch like The Grinch every Christmas?
I love watching. Like I'm not gonna sit down and watch it. Like I'm not gonna make an event out of it. But if it's on, heck yeah, I like The Grinch. I
You don't go
know.
out of your way to watch movies, really.
No, like there's not like a movie that I'm like, all right, I gotta watch this today. Like it's
Yeah.
whatever day it is, like Halloween on Halloween. Like Brittany likes to, but it's not like we have to do it. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I have a piggyback on why I think that is, but I'll let Vernon go first. But I do have a piggyback on why I think that is.
yeah. I don't have like any movie that's like a tradition to watch all the time. I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people watch like a Christmas story.
Overrated.
Yeah, like yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's not like the best, but it's like it's
Fine.
always on Christmas. So
fine.
Unpopular
Fine.
opinion.
that's our next subject there.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Bernie, you got one you watch every year?
I just watch Marvel movies all the time.
That you do.
Nothing but Marvel movies.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
To piggyback on the conversation though, like I was telling Marissa how like when I was growing up, probably you guys too, like I remember watching the same movies over and over and over again. Like Star Wars, by the way. I watch Star Wars every year, at least one of them. But I remember Star Wars always being on in the background. Like I remember the Goonies being on in the background. Like Grease was on. Like not necessarily I was watching it all the time,
Yeah.
but it was on. And I
Mhm.
think it's because like I mean we had cable and stuff, but like we didn't have like Netflix and stuff growing up where movies were
Yeah.
so accessible and you could just turn on a new movie every night, where I feel like my mom and my dad just watch. And I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but I don't know, I feel like there was movies growing up that were always on, and it's why I love them to this day, you know? Like just repetition of it. Like I've seen it 555 times that I love it. Where, you know, I showed my kids, you know, the Goonies a couple weeks ago, and like
Nice.
they liked it, you know, but I was like, I don't know when I'll watch it with them again, you know, like I don't know when I'll sit down and watch the Goonies with them again. It's a fantastic movie, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Freya's 4, so I don't know if she like really got it in, but it might be the time she's 8 that I watch it again. You know, like I don't watch the Goonies every year.
Yeah, that's not something I usually watch every year.
But I love it. It's a good movie. Like if anybody asks me like a good like coming of age story, good movie, like Goonies is up there for me. I think it's a fantastic film. But I don't know. I just feel like times are crazy, man. It's crazy how fast things change even in our short lifespan. Like none of us are that old, but like I feel like we live in the generation where technology has made the biggest jump from where we were when we were born or even kids to where we are now. It's like a huge jump compared to any other generation.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with media
Totally
in
agree.
general.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we didn't get the car or the plane or anything, but you
Yeah.
know,
We
got
have VHSs and now there's Blu-rays, man. That's crazy.
yeah, man. Remember hit clips?
Smartphones.
Anybody remember hit clips? There was like
Hit
little tiny
clips.
thing. That you just, It had like one 30-second bit of a song on it, and you just like put it in that little thing.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No,
They were
maybe
like
I wasn't hip with that. Like,
man, put that on the screen right here, like hit clips. I want to see if people remember those. It
I'll
was
put a
like
picture up then.
it was
I'll throw
like
it
this little tiny device, and you put like these. They look like DS cartridges. They were just like little cartridges, and you put them in, and they would play 30 seconds, 40
I
seconds.
feel
of
like
a
I
popular
remember
song.
something like that, but I think it played the whole song from what
Nah,
I
man.
remember.
These just
But-
played seconds of the song, and I'm like, somebody made a profit off of that, you know? Like somebody made a profit off of giving you 40 seconds of a song. Hit me,
Right.
baby, one more time, but just the chorus.
Yeah, like I feel like I remember seeing like Britney Spears and NSYNC. I
Yeah,
remember
like-
seeing those two.
It was around
Mhm.
that time when they were popular.
We old, bro.
Speaking of
We old.
music, man, did I bring this up last episode about the emo songs?
No.
You said I
we
feel
talked
like
about it before.
you talked about it. I don't know if it was on the podcast.
About
You're
like
into it though, right now.
no, I am because I watched that video where it's like if you know
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay.
5 of these emo songs and
You
they
talked
played
about
like
that
40.
when we went golfing last.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, I watched this
Yeah.
thing. It was like if you know
Golf.
5 of these emo songs,
And they were
it's-
all like,
and I'm like, these were the number 1 songs in America when I was a kid. Of course, I know all 55 of these that you're showing. I danced since my high school dance. These were serious business back then, you know. I thought The Great Escape was crazy, man. I was like, what?
Fall Out Boy.
I do love
Panic
Bob.
at the Disco.
Still, I love Panic too. Still,
yeah.
Definitely.
crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy, man. Yo, you
I
see
just-
Derrick Henry got a deal?
I
Separate
did
from
see
that?
Derrick Henry with you.
That's crazy. 4 years, 50 mil. I wish I had 50 mil. But I'm not a tank either.
I wish I had one.
so-
Yeah, like you have to guarantee, like you want 50 deal and get hit like Derrick Henry gets hit.
I mean, he's a tank, bro. I'm not
If
a
you're
tank.
built like Derrick Henry, sure, but like not my current physical.
Yeah. People bounce off of him.
This isn't
Derrick
even my
Henry
final
hits
form
people.
yet. Derrick Henry's the best running back in the league. Running back.
No,
Yeah.
no. Christian McCaffrey.
He's a hybrid. He's the best player in that position. I'm talking pure running back. Like somebody take it from like the start to the finish as a running back. If you're asking me the running back I'm going to sign, it's Christian McCaffrey because he's a hybrid. Dude catches the ball out of the backfield. It's crazy. NFL's changed too, man. It's all positions are like so hybrid now. That's why like players like Jabril Peppers and Devin Bush and who's that kid who just came out of Alabama? I don't remember his name, but if you can plug them into different spots, you know, their success rate goes super far up
Just-
because everything's
It's
hybrid.
the evolution of the game, man.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm with it, man.
Changing.
No, I'm with it, 100%.
Vern, you look like you want to say something.
No.
No.
No?
Any comments on Derrick Henry contract?
No, I think it's a good deal.
I think it's a good deal on both parts.
Dak
I
didn't
just don't
get a
think he's the
contract
best
today.
running back in the league.
Yeah, sure.
He had a flash.
Yeah, like
It's to see if he can still
Derek,
continue.
that wasn't his first year in the league. You know, he's been in the league
Yeah.
for a minute, and he finally fucking did something.
He balled out in the last only 5 games.
Last time I
6
seen
games.
Derrick Henry ball like was like Alabama. You know what I mean? Like Other than that,
We'll see if he can
he's been kind of
continue.
mediocre his whole career. Christian McCaffrey's been
Yeah.
fucking shit up.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I think
Dalvin
maybe
Cook.
my
And
opinion.
Dalvin Cook.
Definitely.
No, he's better than Dalvin Cook. I mean, I know he's just a flash right now, but I mean, it's the what have you done for me lately kind of thing, I guess, at that point.
I know if I'm having
Hey,
the
man,
first pick in a draft,
it's an
I'm taking
opinion.
either Dalvin Cook or Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, I'm taking Christian McCaffrey over all of them, 100%. But again, he can do more. I'm talking downhill running, DeMarcus Murray. He played forever ago. Like eat north to south kind of running,
Yeah.
Like I'm talking in a pure running back
They're
sense.
both running backs, though.
No.
It's still running back.
Yeah.
Yes.
The game has changed. I'm just talking about who's gonna bust through a line better.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically. North to south specifically. Christian McCaffrey deserves that 99 Madden rating. The dude's an absolute animal. No hate on that man's game at all. None at all. Maybe that's my unpopular opinion there.
That's your unpopular. Stamped it.
Stamped it.
I don't know.
I just
if
think
have one, but yeah.
You don't even have what? An unpopular opinion?
Yeah, I couldn't really think of one.
And
I
your
couldn't
Garlic Jr.?
either.
Yeah. I didn't know that was unpopular, though. So I guess so.
Evan seems to think he put it in the bulletin notes.
It's unpopular, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever.
I like the Garlic Jr. saga, okay?
I don't know if
said
I've ever even seen it.
Stamped it,
You're
cemented
not
it.
missing much.
You're not.
I mean, I know
it's
who
like
Garlic
you can
Jr.
watch a
is.
movie. It's like a little mini movie.
It's a Dragon Ball Z movie thrown into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm
I
surprised
thought about
Goku didn't come back from the dead and spirit bomb him to death.
It's like multiple ones.
Because that's what happens in every Dragon Ball Z movie before like Broly.
Oh yeah.
He spirit bombs. That's it. Like watch every movie after he learns the spirit bomb. There's like 5 of
He's
them.
like,
Gotta put it to good use.
He does it.
Lend me your energy.
He gets
Tree of
off on
Might,
people
Lord
killing him
Slug.
his own.
No, I don't think he did in Lord Slug. Never mind. What was the other one? Cool. No, he didn't do it in Cooler either.
Oh look, Evan's just like
Android
defeat this.
13. He used it. I think it was the one before, the World's Strongest, or not the World's Strongest. No, maybe he didn't. I don't
I'm
know.
impressed that you can name all these movies, man. I couldn't.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of them.
I
know 'em.
couldn't.
I want to
I just
think
know
I know
Broly.
them all.
I think.
Definitely.
Because yeah, it's
How many
World's
think there are?
Strongest. There's I know how many there are. I think Broly was 16. No,
Like the
Broly
new
was
one,
15.
Broly, or like the old Broly?
no, the new Broly I think was 16 or 17. It was something like that. Wrath of the Dragon was 13, I think. I think there's 13 or 12 or 13 original movies. Yeah.
What's your unpopular
yeah.
opinion, Evan?
Oh, my
Yeah, what's
unpopular
yours?
opinion? Okay.
Yeah, what's yours?
So, all right, we kind of talked about this the other night. You know how I said how Oreos weren't that great?
Okay.
Not that
That's your
they weren't great, but like how they weren't like
I already don't like this
I
conversation.
think they weren't all
Yeah.
they're cracked up to be. They're not the best
Bro,
cookie in the world. They're not
Everybody
Milk's favorite
enjoys an
cookie.
Oreo.
No, they
I
are
don't think
Milk's
they're
favorite
Milk's favorite.
cookie. They
No, I
partnered
don't
with
think they are.
Milk. All
But
right.
anyway, hold up. I'm gonna
Says
go a
it right
step
on the
further.
package.
And I think some people do agree with me on this. I don't think Girl Scout cookies are that great either.
Oh.
Oh man, whoa!
Hold up.
Thin Mint
First
in
off,
the
Somebody
freezer?
stop this man.
Disclaimer: nothing against the girls selling them, but they're overpriced, and I don't think they taste
Evan
that
hates
good.
Girl Scouts.
Evan hates Girl Scouts.
It's
Stamp.
$4 for a box of like
Cancel.
worst York peppermint patties, like for the Thin Mints, or
Oh,
like
I don't like.
I just
peppermint
feel like you could
cookies.
get
I don't like
a
peppermint
better.
patties. I like Thin Mints though.
I like them. Like if
I
someone
like Thin
opened up a
Mints, too.
box of them, I'm gonna eat them.
In
But
the
like,
freezer though. Like don't give me any warm ones. Get the fuck out of here.
no, like
Put 'em in
I
the
mean,
freezer.
like, you buy a box of Girl Scout cookies for like $4 or $5 or something. You get like nothing out of it. It's not. I don't think it's worth it. And I don't think
the
they're that.
peanut butter ones.
I like
Peanut
the
butter
peanut butter
chocolate.
Peanut butter ones.
Tag
are
along?
I mean, I
best.
like them, but I don't
That
think
shit's
that
worth it, Evan. Them
People-
drones are
Yeah,
worth it.
freak out
Peanut
over
butter.
these Girl Scout cookies, and I'm
I
like,
think
10 boxes.
I think the
Not-
$4
Give me
though.
10 boxes.
I think the
Right
$4
now.
is just to help the Girl Scouts. Like
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sure it
obviously
is.
buy like Chips Ahoy for cheaper,
I like
but
the coconut ones are good too.
I'd
Oh, yeah.
rather a Chips Ahoy than a Girl Scout cookie. almost
No.
any day.
I love Chips Ahoy too.
I would. Chips
No,
Ahoy are one of my
I-
least favorite manufactured cookies, like
Really?
mass manufactured.
That's one of my
I
favorite.
think I'd rather like one of them. What are the Toll House? Not the Toll House. The elf
little elf
ones.
ones. I like the elf ones too.
A Keebler. I think
Yeah,
I'd rather a
but-
Keebler cookie than a Chips
Keebler
Ahoy.
elves.
But I think I'd rather a Chips Ahoy than Girl Scout cookie.
See, you hurt my feelings because I am an Oreo fan. Like
State.
It's not
those
that
are
I
the only
can't,
cookies
just-
I have in
don't-
my house.
I think they're worth their price though.
I love
Like-
an Oreo cookie.
Like I feel like if I spent money on Oreos, I got my money's worth.
And
But like Girl Scout cookies, I'm like, man, I spent like $5 on this. Like
man, Evan's so fiscally responsible.
I
He's
don't
eating
know.
cookies, thinking about his
I'm
wallet.
not
He's just like, he's like,
This
man,
isn't worth $5.
But when it
this,
comes to
this
cookies,
isn't a 45-cent cookie. I don't
I want
love
my,
this.
you know what,
cookie.
little girl? I want my money back. Give me my money back.
yeah, these cookies have a unit price of like 65 cents when Chips Ahoy is like 15. All right. No.
Evan's breaking it down to like a chart. Like if she eats a cookie and a half,
No, I it's just yeah,
Hey,
that's my own
Slaps it out of her hand. Don't eat that. It's not worth it.
that is an unpopular opinion, but I do love Oreos, and they have partnered with Milk, all the milk, and they have agreed that they're their favorite cookie. It says it right there on the box, and packaging doesn't lie. I've learned that
think
as a child.
Milk's favorite cookie are those like big cookies, the big like fluffy ones that Brittany calls them sugar mamas. I don't know what if that's their real name.
Oh, like the grocery store.
Yeah, that's
see, I don't
Milk's
like
favorite cookie.
Sugar mamas.
It absorbs like all the milk. You barely even have to hold it there. It's like you dip it in. It's like it's nice and soft. Yeah, that's
maybe
Milk's
you're
favorite
maybe you're
cookie.
eating Oreos wrong because I don't dip my Oreos because I'm a goddamn savage.
Oh,
and
that's
if I
you talked
if I
about this.
dip my Oreos, I'll eat the whole package.
Why?
I'll eat the whole thing. So I have
Why
to
you-
ration it with a glass of milk, and when I'm done with my milk, I'm done with the Oreos, and they gotta go away.
Like, why would you drink the milk after the cookie? Like that ruins.
No,
the
you don't
experience.
drink it after it, man. You dip for like a
Well,
sec.
I know,
like
I know,
sec.
but I'm like,
Yeah,
Put it in
you
your
don't
mouth.
get them all.
You chew it, and then you like as it's in your mouth, you put some milk in your mouth and finish it
Oreos
up.
do not take long though for the milk. Like,
You're
I've dropped plenty of Oreos in my milk.
You're waiting too long, man.
I
Need
was
one of
getting a
those
little too,
scoopers.
like-
They have like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little like
Little
plastic things you put the
fork
Oreo in.
thing.
What?
Yeah, man, they
Yeah.
got a little invention that milk made. I'm pretty sure, so you can get it in the glass.
Milk produced.
Cows
this
made this.
plastic device.
Trademark milk.
That's crazy. I need to get one of those.
Yeah, you just like put the Oreo in it and you just dip it down in.
Yeah,
You don't,
you can
don't
dump-
worry about
dump it
dropping
in
that
the
shit.
I think we
drown
can
the
all
shit
agree
out
that's
of
one
the
of
Oreo
the
to
worst
bubble.
feelings
And then
of
just
those.
one
When you're
bite the
dipping a
Oreo.
cookie and you either drop it or it breaks. You gotta dig in your milk to get that cookie out.
Well, no, just finish the milk
No,
and
you
get it
just drink the
afterwards,
milk.
man. Yeah, man. Just let it sit there until you're
You could
done.
do that, but like you can get that cookie real quick.
Milk just splashing up
There-
around.
there's your fiscal
Someone
side again.
else
He's
has
like,
done
that is
that?
like 40 cents of cookie right there.
No one has went in and got
No,
that
See,
cookie
talk
out.
about saving
No.
cookies. Now you're wasting cookies.
I just finished them.
I mean, I will. I'll drink it. It's not like I'm gonna
Like,
I'm not gonna
I
discount any
rationed
piece.
myself out to 5 cookies to get my money's worth.
I'm
I'm
not
going in
discounting
for that
every
cookie.
piece. But I'm gonna grab the chunk of cookie out.
No,
No.
man, just wait till you're
It's
done.
better
and then
if it
Disintegrate.
dissolves.
Like,
yeah, and then
It's
just
much
drink
better
it.
if it dissolves.
I don't want cookie flavored milk. I mean, I already got it, but
Why
like
are you dipping the cookie in the milk
I
then?
don't want- I
Because
want
that's what you're gonna
flavored
get.
Cookie, not cookie flavored milk.
You messing up, man.
You cause and effect. You
It's
like, you know what I mean? You dip the cookie in the milk, you're gonna get cookie flavored milk because you're
I know
getting
you
milk
are.
flavored cookies. Like
Put
how,
Reese's
like-
Puffs.
that's like
Put Reese's Puffs in milk. You get chocolate milk.
Yeah, man, I like Reese's flavored milk. I love Reese's.
Man,
Or Cocoa Puffs. You get chocolate milk.
I don't like Cocoa Puffs. They scratch the shit out of my mouth.
I
They ain't worth it.
So
The
does
end-
Captain Crunch. I
So
love
does
Captain
Captain
Crunch.
Crunch.
Shit. I
Captain
love Captain
Crunch,
Crunch.
I think
Captain
the
Crunch is made
means-
with diamonds.
Means are worth the end. I
Made
think
with
it's so
diamonds.
good, like I'm good with it. Where I don't think
Oh.
Cocoa Puffs are good enough to cut the roof of my mouth up.
Yo,
Captain
yeah, I
Crunch
agree with
Some
that.
Captain
Captain
Crunch.
Crunch, peanut butter.
Peanut butter
Mm.
crunch.
Peanut butter
Yeah.
crunch.
Peanut butter crunch.
Peanut butter
But I'll
crunch.
even do some classic Captain. I'm good with that.
Nah.
I know
like,
this-
I like all of them.
This
I
wasn't
eat
on
a bowl of
docket,
nails for breakfast.
but can you do like your favorite 2 cereals?
Yeah. Peanut butter crunch and Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. I do like
I
Frosted
love
Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Or
but
Raisin
probably
Bran. I like Raisin Bran too, bro.
I like
Reese's Puffs.
You know what I've been
Reese's.
getting into is Reese's. You can't go wrong with Reese's Puffs.
I don't know what's.
But
Is it the big bags, the cheap ones, because they're only a penny per thing?
no,
The
no, this
huge
is the
blank
good stuff.
bag.
I've been into like Honey Bunches of Oats. That's good.
It is.
No,
I like
dude,
Honey
like
Nut Cheerios.
clusters of like
I like
honey or
Honey Nut
vanilla.
Cheerios. Ooh, they're good too.
Now we're just naming good
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Just name your top 2. Good
Alright,
cereal.
name mine.
I don't know.
I
my
just
top-
fuck
Honey
with
Bunches of
cereal.
Oats is my number
I
one.
fuck with Raisin Bran too.
To circle back,
I like
Oreos.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oreo cereal is one of my favorite cereals. I love it. I'll smash Oreo cereal every
I don't
day.
know if I've ever had
I don't know if
Oreo
I've ever
cereal.
had Oreo cereal.
I've had Oreo ice cream, and that shit's
I
amazing.
feel like it's one of those things that I think
Hell
I've had.
yeah.
I
Do
don't
yourself a
remember.
favor. And then it's either peanut butter crunch or Reese's Puffs. Those are kind of like right there for me. Like I'll do either. It's kind of what I'm in the mood for.
Delicious.
I like Captain or Cookie Crisp too. Smash some Cookie.
Cookie Crisp.
I forgot about Cookie Crisp.
Yo, commercials used to be better for cereal too.
Mm-hmm.
Having a
Oh,
good
yeah,
old
because they actually like were
had
original.
mascots and stuff and had cool things.
Yeah.
I don't even think do they other than Trix, is there cereal commercials anymore? Is there
I-
even
I
Trix
Lucky
cereal?
Charms.
I know I've seen
Lucky
one. It was,
Charms.
I saw Lucky
Charms.
Charms one. It was lame.
Probably
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes still.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the Frosted Flake ones in some years though.
Mm.
They used to
Seen
always
both
have
of
like
those.
the athletic, like, remember the commercials where it's like, be active, Frosted Flakes, like play basketball. it's great.
This
And then eat cereal afterwards when you're hungry.
Eat the sugar coated cereal. Let's go.
It's delicious. And when you drink the sugar milk, it's the best at the end.
It is good.
And then you're all wired to go in the morning.
I want to go play basketball. I want to go play basketball.
That way, well, you have so much sugar in your system, you actually see Tony the Tiger, and you're playing basketball with Tony the Tiger. People just like, oh, kid play basketball by himself
Hey,
over there.
Tony.
But nope, you're sitting there playing basketball with Tony the Tiger. Hey, Tony.
That kid's on
You still do that
God.
before your day at work. Still eat your
Get a
fresh
lot of Frosted Flakes this morning.
You know, like when people ask you how you're doing at work, and you're like, "Oh yeah, another day," or whatever you say, because people say, "Why?" It's just like, "Great, I'm doing great, doing great."
I'm doing great, Tony.
He calls him Tony because he just sees Tony's face on that. I'm so fucking crazy.
Great, Tony.
I'm doing great, Tony.
He's like, "What?"
What? My name's not Tony. Who?
All right. Well, my unpopular opinion, and I'm not gonna do the one you guys all know I don't like.
Okay.
Because you all know that.
Yeah.
But I'll touch on it. And we don't have to go into it, but I don't like Game of Thrones. I've gave first.
Game of Thrones hater.
I'm not a hater.
Chastised them a bunch of times. We won't go through
I
it.
can respect that it's not for everyone.
It's just not for
Yeah.
me.
I
I'm not.
respect
I'm
it.
not
A
hating.
shame.
Vernon's
sure-
like, no.
I'm
Shame.
sure. I'm sure if it was my cup of tea, I'd like it, but it's just not my cup of tea.
You
Shame.
would have
Maybe
liked
when
it
you're
for
old
like the first
And
6
you were
seasons.
like, oh, maybe I'll sit down here and watch some Game of Thrones. I've never watched it before.
Listen, I watched.
and then you're gonna
This
love
is
it
the
when you're
best
old. You're like,
goddamn
this is
show I've ever seen.
dude.
I
I
watched-
wish I would have watched it when I was younger. In
I
my
watched
younger
the
days.
first
Season eight.
season, and it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Just wasn't for
That's
me.
understandable. I understand.
If you at least made it through a full season, then
All those
I can understand.
kids, Ned Stark didn't like him. Joffrey. What's
like Ned
What's
Stark?
the ass? What's the
I did not
ass?
You
like
like
Ned
Ned
Stark.
Stark, bro?
It's not
Everyone
too much
likes Ned
talking.
Stark.
It's not about his character personally. It's just too much. It's just we're not even getting into
Too
it.
much
That's not even
information.
what I want
Okay.
to get into.
What was it? What would you want to talk about?
all right.
My unpopular opinion that I did actually think about, and I know everybody loves them and they're absolutely praise games. I can't think of one Zelda game that I even love, like that I even would go back and play a second time.
I like
Like
see.
Wow,
I'm not.
I'm
I
not
don't.
even a huge Zelda fan, and I love some of those fucking games.
man,
To be
Alex.
honest.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
bold
that is
one.
that is an unpopular opinion.
I played the
Ocarina
shit out
of
Twilight
Time.
Princess most recently, and that was like 10
Ocarina of
years ago.
Time is the only one that I'm like, okay, I could see why this, like, because back in the day I was like, ooh, this is cool. But other than that, I think they're all generic adventure games. And I tried Breath of the Wild, and I don't like it at all. At
Yeah, I
all.
wasn't big on Breath of the
Not
Wild.
not in and I gave it hours because like I
Yeah.
started playing it and like 2 hours in, I was like, and then I looked into this and people were like, it takes a little bit to get into, and I was like, okay. I played it for 10 hours. I have on there. I'm not into it. I don't like it. I spent too
Wow.
much time on something I don't like.
Now I don't know if mine's as big of a deal as yours, but I'm kind of the same way with Final Fantasy. I can't do it.
See, I do think that would be a big deal for some people.
Yeah, I can't do it. I've never really like.
Any of them?
I mean, I've played them. I've played 7. I've played 8. I've tried. Believe me, I've played multiple
Is it the
Final
style
Fantasies.
of game, like the gameplay itself, or is it just everything?
Yeah, it's just never really like hit me. It never really connected with me. I don't know.
I don't like Final Fantasy VII that much. I think that's overrated.
I like
but-
Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, Kingdom Hearts is dope. Final
But that's
Fantasy
like-
X though,
It's a little different than that.
that's much different. Yeah,
Yeah, it's much different than.
I do though. I've been trying to get into a role playing game like, and nothing's like Final Fantasy anymore, where it's turn based, where it's like you pick your stuff, they pick their stuff, and then you go. Like all of them are trying to reinvent the wheel, and it's like
Like all
it's-
mobile games are like that. If you're,
Yeah,
you're
but
into that.
I don't know. But I don't want to do mobile. Like I want to do.
You can play Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid
Sponsor?
Shadow.
Sponsor?
I mean,
This is a
I'll
good
take
time to
that
get in the
paycheck.
ad. Yeah, like, it's going
Clash of
into
Clans.
it's going into the show. We're gonna get all. I'm gonna get me a green screen so I can.
next episode, Alex is like, "Do you know how you can get 50,000 silver and a new level 60 champion?"
Just use Squad Pod.
Good squad.
Raid Shadow Legends / Squad Pod.
I'd do it.
While you're on there, swing over to the NordVPN.
Yeah, protect your internet.
Well, hold on, guys. My HelloFresh is done. I need to. Dude, HelloFresh is good though. Have you guys ever tried that?
Seamless.
No.
No, I never did it.
No, straight up. Yeah, we got a free one. There was like a free week of it, and dude, it was. I think it's worth the money.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but
Even
it's
as like a family, like feeding off 4 of you.
yeah. You can get like 3 to 4 meals a week. Like I don't think they have like a 7 meal a week thing, but so you can pick how many people per like in your family, and then it was like $60 for the week. But like when you think about it, like if you're going out to eat twice with a family of 4,
Twice, dude. That's once.
I know that's
Family
yeah,
of 4,
okay,
man.
Right now, my kids don't eat full meals, so that's.
Oh yeah, but they. Oh, my kids don't eat full meals, but they ask for full meals,
Oh, no,
and I have to get them, or I feel like a big jerk. When Tyler's like, "I'll eat that whole steak," and I'm like, "All right," so I don't look like a big jerk of a parent. Yeah, he eats 2 bites. I'm done. Can I have Freya's French fries? No. You asked for that steak.
But yeah, I think it's worth it. But
I've never even looked into it. I should look into it.
yeah, there was someone that had like we tried it, so now you can try it for free for a week, and they probably lost a ton of money on that because we did the free week and never got any more. Like that's like $70 down the drain for them.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but it's cool. That topic derailed a little. But
Vern, you want to talk about the NBA?
yeah, you got an
didn't
unpopular opinion?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
couldn't
unpopular
think of
opinion.
one.
You can't think of a good one?
Like, I don't want to just think of one off the top of my head. I feel like I would need, like, I want to have a reason for it. You know what I mean? Anything I give you right now is just gonna be bullshit because it's gonna be quick, you know, and it might not even be like how I really feel. Like, I've been thinking about it all day, and I couldn't fucking think of it. So like,
It's
Vernon
hard.
just
Maybe next
agrees
one.
with everyone.
No, I
Everyone's
don't.
right.
What's that
No.
movie, Vernon, you watch with Morgan Freeman about the meteor? Final Impact, is that what it's called? You were trying to shit.
Armageddon?
No. The other
Deep
one.
Impact?
Yeah. Don't you own that?
I don't think so.
What's that movie with Morgan Freeman and Ben Affleck you own?
Oh, for Sum of All Fears.
Yeah, isn't that about a
Sum of
meteor?
All Fears. No, it's like a political. Oh, it's about a nuke. That's a
Oh.
political movie.
JK then. I was gonna say you said that's better than Armageddon. That was your unpopular opinion. But I thought the movie.
I was wondering where this was going.
I thought that movie
I was
the
too.
other movie that had like the. I think Deep Impact
See,
is what
you're trying to make an unpopular opinion.
making
for
it.
now.
I'm just
It's
trying to
like-
think of conversations we've had that I'm like, oh really?
That took so long to build up.
I was like, where is this going?
I thought it was Deep Impact. I was just trying to think of
No.
conversations me and Vernon had that I was like, oh really? But no, never mind. I don't know what some of our fears
Vernon
is about.
hates puppies. All right. Vernon hates
I
puppies.
actually
That's
hate
his unpopular
puppies.
opinion.
I can't stand them.
Do not
Lost
get a puppy near
puppy.
me.
Don't.
I don't know what I'm going
love
to do.
puppies.
But he likes dogs. Like puppies, he
Oh, yeah.
hates. But like when they're young, don't
Dogs-
dogs. He's cool. He's cool with dogs.
I love
Puppies,
dogs.
those untrained
I
bastards.
love puppies. Puppies are amazing. Just don't hate me.
Vernon, stop
Right.
agreeing.
Puppy hater.
I'm not a puppy hater.
Yo, you wanted
All
to talk about the NBA a little bit, didn't you?
I want to know who you guys think will get the 8 seed in the West. I think it's gonna be Portland, and they're gonna end up losing to the Lakers anyway. But I think also Portland gives the Lakers the toughest chance out of the people who can get that 8 seed to beat them, to upset them in the first round.
I can see that. I gotta look at the standings here, real quick, just to
It'd be like Portland,
Mavericks, Grizzlies, right?
Memphis,
Mavericks.
New Orleans, the Spurs. There's a couple of teams, I think.
How many
Spurs
did
have a chance.
how many did they take?
Yeah,
12.
so it'll probably be the Trailblazers. I can see that.
A lot of people think Memphis.
Memphis with Ja Morant.
Think Zion also.
Nah, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think Zion.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just gotta interject. So I just want to look up a video while you guys are talking about this on like how to change audio video sync. And the top comment is, "I don't have any sync issues. I'm just really high." But all right.
Okay.
It's just like I wasn't
Why do
expecting it.
I even watch
Continue.
this video?
Yeah, he's just like, I don't have any sync issues. I'm just really high.
Vernon, are the Spurs in it?
I think they still have a chance.
Did they take the top 12 from the East? I know they took less from the East than the West, because the Spurs are pretty far down. They're all the way.
Spurs are in the West.
That's what I meant though. Like they're pretty far down in the West. It goes. I'm looking at it. Obviously, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Thunder, Rockets, and that's all
Spurs have a
clinched.
2.9% chance.
Wow, dude, they took all the way to the 12 because Spurs are 12 in the West. That's crazy.
Portland has a 35%. Memphis has a 32%. New Orleans has a 29%, and the Spurs have a 2.9%.
Jesus.
So that's a pretty sharp drop off.
I'm
from
going Mavericks.
29 to
Make
2.
sure There is.
We
a
don't call
season,
it.
though.
I'm
There's
going
a
Luca.
playoffs. So all
Mavericks.
these
I'm sure the
people-
Mavericks are in the playoffs. I'm talking about the 8 seed.
Man, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Let's find out. Looking at the wrong thing. I think LeBron wins it though. I think Lakers win it all.
Who's going to be an MVP?
Of the year or
Regular season.
regular season?
Alex, since you moved closer, you look so much clearer, and you move smoother too. Like it is like night and day.
I'm telling you, because my screen
I
is just
just-
too big, man.
I
I
looked
can't
up and I'm like, holy cow, Alex is moving like really clearly.
I can't like sit like that. Oh yeah, so Dallas is 7, Memphis is 8. So it'd be between Memphis, Portland, New Orleans. Jesus, man, they took so many. They took the Phoenix Suns also from the Western Conference.
Took a lot of teams.
Holy,
22 teams.
holy Lord, man. I'm a Nets fan, so I think the Nets are gonna win it all. Spencer
You
Dinwiddie.
didn't even field in the real Nets squad. How many
No,
real
man.
Nets are even going to be there?
Dude, we got like Michael Beasley, who I think just tested positive for COVID, so he's out.
Oh my gosh.
Dinwiddie.
No, Dinwiddie isn't
or-
No,
playing.
Dinwiddie's not
That's what I
playing.
mean.
Jordan's
No
gone.
KD.
No KD,
No
no
Kyrie.
Kyrie, no DeAndre Jordan.
Karis LeVert, man. Maybe he'll take a real big step up and be like the best player ever.
Jimmy Butler is gonna match up with them somehow and shit on
Oh, probably.
them.
You gotta make sure there is a
Listen.
playoffs because all these guys are breaking quarantine rules within. It's only
Bringing
been
in
5 days in the bubble.
Grant
They're
Model,
trying to
dude.
bring chicks in, trying to
I
order
heard they were
food
bringing
in.
them in through the golf course.
Through the holes, like Looney Tune, like Space Jam. Just
It's
pulling-
been
Yeah,
it's been
man.
only like 5 days in the bubble, and these bulls are already like cracking, ordering food, trying to get women in. Like,
staring
Oh my gosh!
staring at the Eastern Conference, I think every team easily beats the Nets in the current condition we are in, except the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, the Wizards are trash right now.
Orlando would be the second closest one, but I still think they beat us. I just think they have physicality on us. They're just bigger.
Yeah.
But Philly actually is the most interesting to me because you guys know they've only won like 5 games on the road. Like they're one of the worst road games or road
now
teams.
Every game is going to be on the road for them.
Where
you
the
know?
Lakers are the best road teams. They kill on the road. So Philly's interesting, but I still think they'd beat us. Oladipo's not coming back to the Pacers, but they're still pretty good. But maybe the Nets could beat them. Jimmy Butler would shit on us in Miami, and just him alone, like nobody else. Just
I'm interested to see what Philly does, to be honest, because like
we'll see.
they're healthy. I know they're dysfunctional, but like we'll see. I think they'll end up getting ran into a buzzsaw in either Toronto
Bucks or
or
something.
the Bucks. Somebody like that.
I think Boston, Toronto, or Milwaukee are the only 3 that are any kind of serious deal in
Right.
Contenders.
in the East.
think-
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
The Rockets, Clippers, and the Mavs, or not the Mavs, the Jazz, with Gobert and Mitchell, if they're playing and fully healthy, like that squad always fucking seems to do nice.
I think the only
Yeah.
team I disagree with you on that is the Rockets. I think they're too small. I think after they got rid of
Yeah, but
Capella-
they
Capella.
score so fucking fast.
they
yeah,
are.
No.
They're fast.
they just
They're
got.
so fast. Doesn't like.
Did you see Mike D'Antoni's comment on guarding players?
Yeah, I did see that.
He was like, "How do you plan on guarding players with the 6 feet rule and COVID in practice?" And he's like, "We don't play defense anyway."
Exactly.
He's like, "We're 6'2".
Let them do what they do. Hopefully they miss. Take the ball down the court.
The
3-pointer.
problem is
Hopefully you draw
my-
a foul.
with my thing, the problem. No, hopefully you don't on James Harden. You don't want to draw fouls.
No, I'm
Don't put-
saying that's
don't-
what they hope. They hope
Yeah.
they get the ball and they shoot a 3, lean into somebody, and hope you draw a foul.
My only problem with the Rockets is I don't think anybody on that squad has proven themselves in the playoffs. Like James Harden always goes cold in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook always goes cold in playoffs. Like they always find a way to self-sabotage themselves and shoot themselves in the
It
foot.
seems like the Celtics always start hot and then fizzle out in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
The Celtics I have a little more faith in just because they're younger. I think
They have playoff experience too.
they have playoff and like Jason Tatum and shit. Like he's young. He's seen playoffs twice.
They got Kemba Walker up there now.
And they got Kemba who
Yeah.
brings the veteran presence. Who I would
Mhm.
believe in. I would believe in more. And listen, I like James Harden.
Jason
Like,
Tatum.
I hope he proves me wrong, but unfortunately, from what we've seen, he's a great regular season player. But
Brody
we'll
got COVID right now.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be back though.
Yeah.
We'll
There's
see.
my-
We want to talk about Evan.
There's my other unpopular opinion. I don't like Russell Westbrook.
Oh, we knew that.
A lot of people don't like Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook.
I don't like him. I don't like Aaron Rodgers either.
What Aaron had nothing to do with this.
I saw
He had nothing to
Ryan.
do with this.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
I commented. I'm on brand to him right now. I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
He's
He
a
beat the
bad
Steelers
man.
50 years ago, but
He's
no.
a bad man.
He's a bad man.
I remember our first year,
That
the first year I did fantasy.
He's a
He was
bad
like that was like the #1 pick that people wanted, and since I've been paying attention, like,
He's
nothing.
fine. He's fucking fine.
He's fine. He's fine.
Come on.
But
Yeah, he's crazy.
So bad. He's fine.
I mean,
He's
they did go
crazy.
13-3 and went to the
Yeah,
Eastern
like
conference championship.
No, I'm just kidding. He's a great player. I'm just fucking. I just don't like him because
He
he's
is.
the Steelers. He's a great player. So is Russell Westbrook. I mean, I'm not so jaded in my own opinion that I'm like they're not good players, but like I don't have to like them.
Yeah.
I don't
I
have
don't like
to.
LeBron.
Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna fucking like them.
Hey, LeBron had nothing to do with this either. Well, I guess he did.
No, I was just saying. I was agreeing with. I understand this. I don't like LeBron.
I don't gotta like them. I'm gonna do nothing. It's my
Yeah.
opinion. You know what?
I don't like.
Get 1 quarter retail in this show, and my opinion says I don't like Russell Westbrook or Aaron Rodgers. So
We're getting that out there now.
I don't like Tom Brady.
I don't either. It's the truth, and that's purely because I don't like him winning so much. That's like people say about like
Yeah.
how people hate people who are
Exactly.
successful. I don't like Tom Brady.
100% spite on Alex's part for
If
that.
Tom
And
Brady
I
wasn't as successful
love
as he
Tom
is,
Brady.
I probably would have been like, he's okay. Tom
Brady
I
would have won
love
2
Tom
Super
Brady.
Bowls. I'd have been like, yeah, Tom Brady's a good quarterback. He had a great pick right there.
Tom
You know-
Brady is the GOAT.
Sure, Mr. What's they called at the end of it when they're like the last pick or whatever. I know he wasn't the last pick.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Unforgettable. Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. He wasn't last, but still is like way down there. You know, Mr. Irrelevant quarterback. Yeah, great. He won 2, and then he won fucking 6, and I was like, wait a second, stop.
Hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean 6? How heavy's your hand, man?
As many as the
He's like,
Steelers,
I'm
just
just
by
gonna go and just
himself.
create a cool team in Tampa, you know.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why he can still
That's
throw.
why I
See,
don't have
his
any.
arm is so accustomed to carrying all that weight of all the Super Bowl rings. So like when he takes them off for games, it's like when baseball players put the things on their bats to
It's
make
like
them
when
a little.
Piccolo takes his armor off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Goku training and
With
weighted
the weighted
like
clothing.
outfit, weighted clothing and boots.
Tom
Brady
Tom
throwing
Brady's
all 5
rings
rings on
weighted.
this hand.
Brady should get the Infinity Gauntlet and put all 6 rings in it, dude.
You never
should.
seen that
That would
picture of
be
him with the
amazing.
Infinity Gauntlet on?
Officially get it, like, and officially
Yeah.
put all 6 of his rings in that
It's
bitch.
like,
Just-
Every time he goes to those galas with his wife, he just has that fucking gauntlet on, like a tuxedo with a gauntlet on.
Don't make me snap. I'll ruin your
No one
franchise
would
for the
question.
next 10 years. Like, I'll ruin it.
Oh God. I just hope in Cam I trust. No, in Bill I trust, honestly. But
But Cam's
go.
not a bad backup.
let's go Cam. I'm excited. I hope he stays healthy. If this motherfucker
Cam,
stays
dude.
healthy, man,
Do you,
I'm excited.
the topic of all this, do you think we even have sports? Like,
I don't know. It's getting iffier and iffier.
Hockey
even
definitely happened.
even the NBA is getting iffier and iffier, and they're like there, dude.
Florida's blowing up with cases right now. And the
Cases,
White House
man.
is like, we ain't gonna even report no more cases.
People sneaking stuff in. Hey, did you guys
Can't
see
have
how they?
cases if you don't report.
Did you guys see how the NBA was tiered in their hotels? It's pretty funny. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, I saw that a couple weeks ago. They
The
had that.
best teams are in the best hotel. Like the top couple seeds are in the best hotel, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
next couple seeds are in like a second hotel, which is like it's supposed to be a little less. And then the last teams are in like a not. I mean, they're all Disney great hotels, but like they're not like they tiered
The
them
stars
out.
just go down one by one.
Yeah.
But I was listening, Marissa listened to a podcast about it. I was listening, and a guy who I guess goes to Disney all the time. Well, the team that's in the second tier hotel actually has a better hotel. Like it's a more grand hotel, but the first seed teams wanted the other hotel because the shower heads are taller. But like the shower, so they were like they wanted that hotel because they're 6'7" basketball players. You know, like
Yeah.
they want tall shower heads, and that really hit me as a tall guy. I'm like 6'4", dude. Like I've been in some showers where I'm like,
Alex is like, I can relate to this.
so like nice tall shower head.
You're just marking down which hotel to go to if you go to Disney
I'm
World.
not good at Disney. No,
Alex
man,
would give up a continental breakfast for a taller shower head.
hell yeah, I will. I'm getting up for breakfast anyways. You know me, Evan. I'm not getting
Man,
up.
You
That's
guys, I swear,
Start
I remember when we
sleeping.
went to Pittsburgh. You guys are all
Oh.
sleeping, and I'm like, I got a shower. I had my breakfast. I come back. You guys are sleeping. You're still ready before me. You were still ready to leave before me.
That's good.
phone with keys,
Used
man.
to
What
that
else do you
shit.
need,
We
man?
went to
Put it-
Arby's
Yeah.
for
keys,
breakfast.
get out.
We went to freaking Arby's for breakfast.
So
I
you
do
just
think that-
going.
I do think there's going to be some sports though. Like I can see like baseball maybe be canceled eventually. I think football's definitely starting. Hockey's definitely starting. Basketball's
Whether or
probably
not
definitely starting.
It finishes.
Exactly.
How long do you think they can go without fans though? I mean, how long until the income meets the your
I
exports?
mean,
Philly's
they're
doing
still
it for
got-
at least a year.
Yeah, a year.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like
They,
I
Said
they
done
still
this
got
year.
endorsements. They got TV deals.
oh,
They still
yeah.
got merch. I mean,
I don't
they're still gonna have to, for what they're saying, from what I've seen on like at least the NFL, they're gonna cover a bunch of like the first couple sections with advertisements. Like people can pay
In
to
the
have like a
rows.
certain, yeah, exactly. People can pay to have their company's advertisements up all the whole way around like the stadiums. So that'll be some revenue too.
I think you should.
I don't
You
know.
should put VR cameras in all the seats, and people should pay for VR tickets, like in that seat.
I thought about that, but I feel like I would just rather watch a regular broadcast.
Oh yeah,
I'd just do
definitely.
that.
But I don't know. Man. I'm just thinking
Charge
outside
full
the box.
price. for the
Yeah, I know
VR
what you're
stream.
saying.
VR. Yeah. LeBron has to come up to me and kiss my camera though.
It's just it's hard for the
Okay.
NFL though. That's odd. Interesting.
Okay.
It's hard for the NFL because the NFL actually have to like travel cross country, whereas like
Yeah.
NBA is a bubble. Hockey, that's in Canada in a bubble in two separate cities. Like they have each conference in each city in two cities. It's pretty cool how they're doing it, but like they have it locked down. I don't know what baseball is doing. I didn't really see too
baseball's
much.
doing their own stadiums.
Really? Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, I don't know. I think football is definitely starting, but who knows how long it's gonna last? Like,
Right.
because they said like before a game, someone could test positive and then they have to get pulled. So like, what if?
I imagine.
What if like?
that's positive, they pull everybody.
I mean,
Like-
they still get tested, but I'm saying like, what if like before a game, Tom Brady tests positive and then you're without a QB for who knows how long because of
At
COVID?
least 2 weeks.
You don't
Yeah.
think you don't think they'd pull it like Tom Brady practiced with all those people for 2 weeks. You don't think they'd like they're gonna let them all go out and play a game?
Depends on what, because they're like,
Not if
Wyatt
they
said,
didn't
they're all gonna get
test.
tested. Everybody's getting tested and temperature.
Yeah, I
checked,
mean
so,
everyone's getting tested going everywhere.
Well, I know there's a. I mean, I don't do too much research, but there's a dormant period. Like even if I was near you, I might not show symptoms yet, even if you
Right,
did.
but
you know?
like,
So,
Yeah.
so
But I think they
didn't-
can still test
then
and
that
it'll show
defeats
up
the
if you have
purpose
ACE.
of even trying to restart the season because you're gonna
Sure.
have people that show up positive.
Sure.
Regardless.
Mhm.
You know. what
I'm
saying?
I'm wondering like, say you're a player, you know, and you are on an opposite team of a team that somebody tested positive on the opposite team. Are you comfortable going out and be like, you know what, I'll risk it. I'll
They have
you're a
opt-out
lineman,
clauses.
yeah, if you're a lineman
that's what
who's
their
this
shit's
far
been in the
away
news the
from
last
another
couple days.
lineman, you know,
It's
I don't
all
know if you're
about-
comfortable.
The personal preference. That's why there's people not going to Orlando to play in the NBA. It's like,
I-
do you,
Yeah.
I
do
just
you
wonder
want to
how
risk it or
yeah,
not?
I wonder how many people end up dropping out. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
curious just
Probably
for
about
future.
the same amount of like people that did from the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause
saw
like
something
I
a couple
said-
weeks. I
Good.
saw
They're
something a couple
working
weeks
on
back.
opt-out
Oh, go ahead.
clauses.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying, like I'm seeing that in like the news recently, like where players don't have to, you know, if they
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
no,
not-
I saw them stats. I don't know. I'm just trying to put myself in that position. If I would even like,
Yeah.
I'm curious out of a 56 man roster, how many of them are like especially stars. You know, you get like your players like Aaron Donald who's like, I'm not gonna risk my health for to play one game, and then you have a whole defensive line like Aaron Donald goes out. Donaldson.
Donald.
I'm terrible with names. But like, you got him go out, and then you get the dude beside him to go out, and I feel like it's just almost daisy chains. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm curious. In football, I'm more curious because it is such more of a close, big sport where there's so many people in the field at the same
Falling
time.
on top of each other. and
Yeah,
shit.
where basketball is a much more, there's only 10 of you like on the court at one time. Like I understand there's still a lot of people, but I'd be curious. Same with hockey, I feel like is not as close. Baseball, same thing. You're not as close to each other all the time, like on a consistent basis as you are a football. Like people are literally like breathing in each other's faces. I saw those
Yeah.
helmets though. Are they doing that? I saw some like
They sent them out. They
base
sent them out to every team apparently, and they're gonna test them out and see how
See
it
how-
goes.
see how that works.
Yeah, I also saw some a couple weeks ago that like teams were thinking about like separating their backup quarterback from their starting quarterback just in case,
Huh.
like in case
Good
that
idea.
like their starting quarterback gets COVID, the backup definitely doesn't have it. It was like an idea that they were like apparently some teams were kicking around. I don't know if they're actually
Yeah.
doing that or
Gonna
not.
do it.
It was interesting. It's a different time, man. Different world. It's wild. Who knows what's gonna happen?
It's a new normal, man. New normal.
Yeah. All we have right now is fucking NASCAR and golf.
NASCAR and golf.
Need to
I'll
go
take all
golf, man.
I'm down with golf. Though.
Okay, man. I'll see you guys on the green Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
I need-
excited.
I need to work on my
Yeah,
driving, but I will be late. Or not late. I'll be on time, but not for driving. Not for driving.
I'm definitely trying to get there a little early and
I'm
drive.
definitely gonna be there early.
Get some
Yeah.
practice. That'll be cool.
What time
I
you
guess-
guys showing up?
Golf.
Like 7:30, 8?
Probably 8.
Word.
I'll get
yeah,
there around
it'll
8.
probably. Yeah, it's at 9. I'll probably. I don't know. I might be there a little early. Because I want to get paid and everything. I want a good bit of time to
Right.
actually
Yeah.
practice.
I
Because
got you.
I was taking practice swings. I got these like when I bought my glove. They had these like plastic balls that you could buy at Walmart, and I bought some, and I'm like, but I don't know how well because like any little bit of wind and they go. So I
Yeah.
don't know like how accurate my shots actually are. But I mean, I'm getting there. But yeah, I want to
That
get.
and they're lighter, right? So like
Yeah.
you're not actually getting the full effect of hitting a regular golf ball.
No, yeah. It's just and they freaking I lost like 3 of them going to my neighbors.
Somebody's
But-
window.
Yeah, and then Olivia kept throwing them over the fence on purpose.
You just threw her over the fence and told her to get them.
Well, I mean,
I'm kidding.
I did get them though. I was able to like there was like a hole in the fence, and I was able to like poke them.
Reached
through.
his arm in there.
That's what I did. I took the golf club and I was like,
The neighbor's like standing out there drinking his coffee, like, what the hell?
Oh,
Is
he
going
wouldn't
on? Like
care.
just
What is
just
this?
seeing this golf club like get around his yard.
Come here.
I bet he didn't even question it. He wouldn't
Yeah.
have. I think he would have been good.
I think he was standing out in his yard in silence and he kicked him into your club to help you out.
Yeah, he's just moving in here.
He's like,
You know what? I think one was in my yard the other day that I hit. He may have just threw it back over.
you should write
care.
sorry on all your all your
Oops.
balls.
One
So when they
Got
find
this.
him, they put your
You got
address and
this.
sorry.
Like he got a whole new mower and he mowed my lawn one day just like
Oh.
just for the sake of it.
Ah.
And
neighbor?
so I had bought like a big case of mics and I gave him like one of the 6-packs. I just left it on his porch. It was a note that said thanks.
I was gonna say,
It was like
he didn't take your payment in golf balls. Like, what a jerk. Well, I didn't realize you already paid him in mics. He didn't want to be overpaid.
no, yeah.
But your golf balls too.
I figured 6 mics hard lemonade. They were mango, so you know they were good.
Yeah.
They were good.
That's some good
Okay.
mics hard lemonade.
I got some of those fluorescent balls to play with Sunday.
Ooh.
That way I can see where my ball's at.
Ooh.
Vern had the right
Where my
idea. last
balls at?
Yeah.
Where your
my
balls
ball
at?
I
Don't
should
get
probably.
them blue ones.
Oh yeah, the blue ones were
Them
bad.
Jones
Yeah,
disappear
They
in
blend in
the
with the sky.
Hopefully it's a Vernon. Keep those until like a stormy day, and then
Yeah.
we can use it like an overcloud.
That shit
Gone.
was bad.
All right, man. I'm gonna change subject. I think maybe we've talked about this before, but I wrote it on the thing here. I think we've talked about it on Squad Night, but I'd just like to record it and see what's going on.
Oh
If
boy.
no, did you read it? If you are a conspiracy theorist or
Yes. Yeah.
like, what is one conspiracy theory that you're like, all right, that
I know
like, that you-
yours.
No, I got a new one. I came up with a
Okay,
new one.
you got a
I'll
new
tell you
one.
I got another one.
I don't know if I do. Like, yeah. So what's yours?
Mine personally.
Yeah.
Well, the one I told you guys, and the one I believe the most is that the moon landing was fake. Like we talked about that. I just feel like our technology wasn't there yet, and I know it's a complete conspiracy theory. It's just funny. It's funny to me that like we were able to get there then, but not able to get there now. Vernon will probably have a little more research in this because he's into like space and stuff. But like I don't know, man. It's is too cheesy to me. But my other one that I don't want to go into is Area 51. I think has aliens.
Definitely.
It does.
Yeah, I think it definitely has aliens. Not just Area 50. Actually, here's my opinion. I don't think Area 51 has aliens. I think they were there at one point, but I think since now it's too publicized and they've moved them.
They moved them.
And speaking on Area 51, you guys know Texas Eastern? I maybe talk to you about this, Vernon.
Definitely.
Ooh.
I know what you're gonna say.
I
That's a
think
government
Texas
facility.
Eastern
Ooh.
is a government facility, man.
Most
100%. Think
I
about it.
agree
Like,
with that.
you live in Perry County and you've never known anybody to work there. I've never seen anybody come out of there. I've never
I don't even know where the entrance is, really.
Yeah, where's the cars?
man, there's never anybody. There's vans and stuff. There's lights on.
I never
but
see
nobody
any
ever
people
sees
there.
anybody. That is an area. That's like Area 10 or something. You know, like
You know what? I'll buy into that.
dude?
That's
That's
been here
I'll
since
buy
before
into
Perry
that.
County was actually Perry County, probably.
That's what I'm saying, man. Who lives in a small town like we did growing up and doesn't know somebody who works at a major gas plant?
I don't know anyone that works.
Nobody
there.
ever in my entire life have I ever met
I've
that
never
worked
seen
there.
anyone. Like,
I
And-
bet it's like an underground facility, bro.
That's what
They
I'm
don't-
Because
they
everything
don't
is
monitor
on
those
the
woods. Why do they
Yeah.
need all that space?
Man, I remember when you'd hear that noise and it's like it's gas escaping. No, man, it's them pumping fresh air in, man.
Spaceship.
Keep the fucking aliens fucking breathing, dude. Keep everybody breathing in those underground tunnels. It's pumping fresh air in.
What if it's missile silos?
It might be, man. I'm not saying definitely aliens. Missile silos, fucking
One
Crazy.
day, like the fucking ground just starts shaking all around Perry County.
Look up. Oh shit! Somebody fucked up.
I mean, no,
We're-
this, dude. Like we know they exist, these areas. What better place than small town Pennsylvania in the middle of fucking nowhere?
exactly.
I don't know. I think
I think I'm
I'm
right.
with I'm with it.
I got you, man.
I'm
I always
sold.
thought that shit was spook, like eerie. So I'll
Fair enough.
that.
I always remember when we got yelled at. That guy came out of nowhere, man. Were you with me? It was you, right? No,
I think it was
you,
Nash, you said.
you passed out drunk on me at Area 51.
Yeah,
and
right there, right on
Right
the fence though.
Right. fence.
They probably were
Nash-
looking at it.
Yeah, me and Nash were in a very similar location close to that. Maybe Nash, maybe Dalton. I don't know. One of my friends back then. And like we were like sitting there waiting for these girls to come out. We were sneaking out with them because we were bad kids. And this guy like just out of nowhere, man, just like smacked on the fence, and he's like, "You guys have to go." And like we like I didn't like you've seen that place, man. Like it's not like there's a bunch of buildings or a bunch of places to hide. Like
Yeah.
this dude popped out of nowhere like a fucking Star Trek tunnel. Like it was scary, man.
Do it here.
Like a little manhole in the ground or something.
Pops right up.
What are you doing? Get out of here.
They detected me on the thermal sensors.
Probably. Motion sensors got off.
Man, whatever it was, man. I've
Yeah, when
never
they would put up
believe
the
it
no
now.
trespassing signs, my dad would take them down all the time.
dude,
He was
Hey.
like, I don't want to see this looking out my back porch. He'd take him down. He'd shoot at him.
think about-
I
they
remember
put 'em
one
on
time
the
there was a
woods?
bullet hole in one.
yeah, they used to put them on our woods.
Mhm.
That
For
whole
real?
field they pretty much owned. Up into
For real?
our woods, yeah.
My
Nash
dad was like,
Daniels
no.
does all the time. Like, you can't be in there. That's Texas Caesar property. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna build a bike trail back here.
Yeah. We're gonna go carve this tree. Like, all right, man, whatever.
Maybe that's
It's
who
on his
came after
pocket
us
knife.
at the party the one time. Maybe it was like government fucking agents or some shit from Texas Eastern.
And we threw them off by hiding by their building.
They
Cracking
didn't
down,
get
exactly.
closer to us, did they?
They're like, who's in the woods? Tons of kids
Tons of kids.
Drinking alcohol and smoking.
smoking a reefer.
Reefer.
Left Kyle and the bull sleeping.
Yo, we didn't leave them. I attempted to wake them, and
And
they
Ryan. Kyle
They-
and Ryan.
refused to wake up. Man, I gave them fair warning. If you were in
At
the
least
middle,
they were still there.
if you get in the middle of the street and somebody
Yeah.
says, move, you should move, man. Like, don't stand
They
there.
could
and
have
be
they
surprised
could
when-
have woke up in a cell under Texas Eastern.
Anyway, they,
Oh my
could've been
God.
the
Where
aliens.
am I? You were in the wrong place at the wrong time, kid.
I'm gonna make a sign and put Area 10
You
on.
seen
it.
too much.
Step, just
You
like
see too much.
We're all gonna get questioned now.
Like
if
you
this
found
podcast.
me.
Down, man. This is getting taken down, and we're all disappearing in the next couple weeks, man.
What's
God.
yours, Evan?
You know, I don't know. Like I'm not big on conspiracies. Like
Think the aliens built pyramids?
No.
nah.
Nah. Hard
I do
work?
find it hard to
That's
believe
very
though. I mean,
Bird's like, I got one.
uh, I don't know. Like I think I'm
Let's
just
back to you.
I don't have any like conspiracies. Like there's things I believe, but they're not like conspiracies. They're more like I don't
With
know.
as little political as possible. What about 9/11 and inside job?
It's an inside job.
I think it's plausible.
Think about
I think it's possible, and I
So-
don't think it's out of the realm of like.
That would be the one, man. That'd be the one you believe in the most.
I
I
don't
believe
think like
That's
I think
there's
it's
a
possible.
lot.
I think there's a lot
just,
of evidence that points right towards it.
Yeah,
just to go on the record, I honestly that's one I believe in too. It just wasn't as
There-
interesting.
yeah. I
as
don't think there's not like concrete proof, but there's like a lot of like
That wasn't the one I was gonna
Hmm.
say.
that's
Yeah.
a little weird. Like really?
It's got some.
But no, yeah,
It's got
I can't think of any like conspiracies that I like.
Evan's not a flat earther.
No, God no.
She's
I can go on about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like anti-conspiracy. Like I like to. I don't know. I like to think of that
Evan's
stuff.
the
I'm like,
anti-Alex Jones.
yeah, exactly.
I'm curious, Evan. Anti-conspiracy. Do you not believe they ever hide anything from us?
No, I think they hide a lot of stuff from us.
So then, inherently, you believe in
No,
conspiracy.
but I mean, like, I'm not thinking like crazy big things. Like, I don't think they faked the moon landing. Like, I don't think it's possible. Well, no, I don't know.
TV
How
Magic.
much research have you done into it though?
How many
Me-
YouTube videos have I watched on it?
No, just saying. Like, regardless,
Man, like think about.
you just
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not saying I believe they faked it, but I'm just saying you're kind of
No, I
narrow-minded
get it.
there.
Stanley
I
Kubrick
can.
directed the moon.
So
landing.
okay, I guess
Stanley
I'm not.
Kubrick did direct the moon landing, man.
I'm
was
so
there.
open-minded
He
to
was
things. Like if someone showed me like and I don't mean like I don't mean like this could be it. This could be it. I mean like if I saw proof, it's like with anything. And I mean I'm going deep here, but I mean like with God or like, like crazy. I know I didn't mean to get like super deep, but I mean like
That's a conspiracy there. I don't believe it.
if I see
Mine
it,
deals with kind of like that.
I'll
get to
believe
that,
it.
though.
Oh, all right. The
well,
lizard people.
like,
You believe in the lizard
No, I
people?
wasn't gonna do lizard people. But
Illuminati.
I was gonna say that like maybe we were created by like aliens. Like
As,
we
like,
were kind
that's
of a cross. Yeah, we were kind of like
okay.
crossbreed with whatever was here already. Like maybe the apes. Like maybe the apes were evolving. Aliens came down, kind of like did
Let's
some
give that one
experiments, and we did the experiment.
One of the aliens
I don't.
fucked one of the monkeys.
Exactly.
What are they?
Alien fucked the monkey, and
That
that's us.
alien. That alien's in prison right now. in their life.
That aliens in Texas. He's
In
Intergalactic prison. Like, look what you
that-
did.
What
There's
the- look
7
what you-
billion of them.
I just thought it'd be a cool experiment. Look what they're doing now. Like it's year 2020, apparently.
They have nukes.
They're
Shit
faking
is
the
falling-
falling. Think they got up to us, man. They think they got up to us.
They think they're gods.
Now they have smartphones. There's a
then-
virus.
Like those aliens being seen by early people as gods. You know?
Yeah.
I
can
think. I
see
mean,
that.
if you want to say like a I think I
Exactly.
believe that there's aliens out there. I think there's no way
Oh, there's
that we're
definitely
the
aliens out
only life forms in this
Oh, listen,
entire
I-
universe.
But
But
conspiracy theory. If you don't believe there's other intelligent
Yeah.
life in the unicorn, come on. Like,
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just
on.
the universe is so big.
They're
There's just no way we could ever see them. There's no way we
Yeah.
could ever meet them.
chemical, man.
It took us 30 years to fly a satellite to Pluto in our
Mhm.
own solar system. There's no
It's-
way. Like, there's no way in our lifetime we're gonna see it. Like, see aliens. But I think they're out there.
crazy because you can
I-
see like in like hieroglyphs and like old school like Renaissance paintings of stuff. You can see like like flying like objects and stuff, like stuff that like how are they thinking of that? Like, how did they come up with that kind of stuff?
What
Like,
else could that be? Type of thing.
yeah,
you know,
exactly. Like
They were woke.
spacesuits. I
They
know there's
were-
like hieroglyphs and shit of like spacesuits or
knew.
some shit. It's wild.
even
That's why the aliens helped build the pyramids.
thinking
I
about
think
like
so.
a flaming chariot being misinterpreted as something else. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. You know, I
Mhm.
think about shit like that being.
Wild, man.
Who knows? It's 5,000 years ago. You know what I mean? Like 3,000 years ago. Like it's just ridiculous. Like
Hmm.
I don't even
Way
know.
more than that, man.
I'm talking about like biblical shit, like the Bible, like you know,
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah. Shit, that shit is
the
crazy, man.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Vernon, what's yours?
Denver Airport is up to some weird shit.
I don't know
Denver
this one.
Airport.
Let me know.
I'm
It's shaped like a
completely-
swastika.
Oh shit! All right, let me.
It's all about the
So,
Illuminati.
I'm gonna
Look
do.
up the Denver Airport.
I'm gonna
It's
Google it right
fucking
now.
crazy. It's fucking crazy. They got like
We're
this
gonna have to
big
do some
horse.
sleuthing.
They have like a big horse statue. It has like glowing red eyes. It's crazy, man.
What?
Look up the Denver
Denver
Airport.
Images.
Airport. That's not even in the Google. So, like,
Oh, I see
it's
this
not
horse.
even in like the pre-fill, Vernon. You're in like a deep one here.
Yo, I see.
It was
I
made
see,
by the Illuminati.
I see this crazy ass
Oh.
horse, man.
They talk about secret underground bunkers and shit. being
So
out
wait,
there.
okay, here we go. I see a conspiracy now. All right, let's see.
I don't see the swastika, but I do see the horse.
You don't see a swastika?
I'm just on Google Images. I'm just
Yeah, I'm
kinda
gonna do that. I started reading an article. I don't have time to read.
There's a big Illuminati
New-
plaque in the front of
do
it, and they have this
aerial view.
big mural that like shows like a timeline of events playing out, and it's crazy. Like, let me see. If
Oh,
can
I can kind of see it. Just the one side doesn't curve, but I could see where it's.
Hmm.
You're looking at an aerial view.
Why are we talking about it? We talk about the Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, which is actually that's a Harvey Weinstein type of conspiracy, like something that's actually fucking real and actually needs to be fucking uncovered. You know what I
Bohemian
mean? Like,
Grove. where
exactly.
all like these the
That's-
most powerful people were part of a club and shit. They
It's
have,
so
have
crazy
rituals
that
in front of
people
a
are like, that doesn't
giant-
exist.
have fire
they need to
rituals in front of a
fucking-
giant owl statue, bro.
They
It's some
need to
do
crazy
something,
shit.
bro.
I'm gonna screen share right here real quick.
All the presidents have been there. That I
Bill
like
Clinton.
at least.
Are you guys seeing
Whoa.
my screen share?
Yeah.
Here, this is the swastika right here. This is the aerial view.
See,
Oh, shit,
see,
bro.
that's the Denver Airport. They built
Yeah.
it like that. Why the fuck would they build it like that?
And then here's that. I'm gonna have to do some research into this, man.
The Denver
That's
Airport
some
is
shit,
weird,
bro.
man.
Where's that horse, man? I was just on that
With
horse.
the glowing eyes.
Yeah, this fucking horse right here, man.
Yeah,
Whoa, what the
That's-
fuck?
Look into the Denver Airport in your
Dude.
free time. You will be like, what?
There's gonna be a rabbit hole we all
That's-
get sucked
saying.
into.
The whole next
Interesting.
podcast is
Crazy.
gonna be about the Denver airport.
It's
Interesting.
kind of crazy. That's one conspiracy theory where I'm like, whoa,
Wow,
okay. I don't know what to think.
I'm glad you came up with something like I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, man. How do I get off screen share? Am I off it?
See your stuff, man. Fucking up.
Good.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright.
Good shit.
Yeah, man. I thought you'd
look
have,
into that
I
shit.
thought you'd have an interesting one, Vernon. And I kind of knew you'd give me that eye roll when I brought up the fake moon landing. Because I know you love space, man. I almost did it just to egg you on. I was like,
Over my 27 years, you know how many times I've went back and forth in my mind whether or not the moon landing is real or not. So like right now, I'm on the moon landing is real. I don't know where I was 2 years ago. I don't know where I was 4 years ago. I don't. Right now,
I'm gonna
I'm
bring
on the
this up
moon
2
landing
years
is
into the podcast and see where Vernon's sitting at the moon.
I remember you telling me before you didn't think it was real.
real. Exactly.
And now, yeah.
Right now, I'm back on like, nah, they did, but like,
That can
don't
also
fucking
be said
know.
about also what we were talking about, like favorite movies or video games. Ask me in like a couple weeks, it'll be different answers
Oh,
or some shit.
100%. Ask me
Ask me in a
every
month
week.
too.
and I'll
They're
come
gonna
up
be
with
different answers.
Do
Yeah.
you want to know why I think the moon landing's real?
Yeah.
Because like I think when you go down the moon landing rabbit hole, you start to get into like all the other weird shit, like all the other stuff like NASA's lying to you. I think I think the moon landing being fake leads into like flat Earth. I'm not saying you believe the Earth is flat, Alex, but I mean like I feel like when you get into that,
Yeah, but I feel like
like-
there's truth in lies sometimes. Like
Here-
there's exaggerations on the truth, and it makes it uncredible with
Here
that little
is-
sliver of
yeah.
truth.
Here,
because they
here's
said the Earth is flat too.
here's my big thing on it, Evan.
all right.
And I'm not even gonna get into the technicals of it, you know, like the shadowing and the lighting
Yeah.
and technology at the time. I honestly believe the Cold War was a big dick measuring contest between Russia and America.
But
and
that's
it was,
not a lie. It definitely was.
no, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It was a big dick
definitely
measuring
was.
contest. And I do think Russia sent a chimp to space or whatever, a man to space, not to the moon. And America said, we will not be beat. And I don't think we had the technology to get to the moon at that point. And I think they pulled their big American dick out in Hollywood and said, we can fake this, right? And Stanley Kubrick said, yeah, I could fake that. I could film the moon landing.
I know you say you don't want to get into technicals, but you can't talk about this without it.
All
There's
right.
certain imagery that shows horizontal sun rays like that can't be duplicated in that era. It would be more expensive to duplicate it in that era on Earth than to go to the fucking moon.
Yeah, they
You
talk
know what I
about
mean? Like,
Yeah.
like-
I've seen that where it's like you'd have to make a wall of lights fucking
It's-
like crazy tall. But like
to
I
even duplicate the
But I
light
feel like,
that
uh,
you see.
Would we
like-
know what it would actually like back then? Would we know what that would look like without being on the moon? I don't know. Like now
Well, we do
today,
now, but
we
that's
have like all
thing.
the algorithms and stuff that we could figure that
know
out.
that.
now.
you know, there were sci-fi movies before the moon that's had the moon
No,
looking
I know, but like, did they know like
like that for fucking years.
kind
Just
of-
saw the moon in the sky and we're like there's sci-fi movies made in the 40s that were like, yeah, this is what the moon looks like, you know? Like Mars has been red since forever, you know, before we put actual eyes on Mars, you know. The Mars has been red. Like I don't know, man. And I'm not gonna like argue it, you know. Like I'm not I don't have
No, yeah.
What have to do with anything?
well, what I'm saying is like you got Mars is the red planet, right? Like if you were to land on Mars, you believe it's all red and stuff, right? There was
Yeah.
movies made back in the 40s, the 50s, before we ever had technology to get to Mars and see that Mars was red and the planets were red. That Mars was red. I'm not saying we probably saw
I
Galileo
think we
knew
just
Mars was
guessed.
red and shit. Like telescopes. You know what I mean?
not
Like,
telescopes. Mars, man. We didn't see Mars in Galileo's telescope. He saw stars in
Bro.
Galileo's telescope.
you,
Galileo's
could see
telescope.
you couldn't see the surface of Mars.
You can see the
but you could-
surface of Mars. What I'm
you
saying
can
is,
see, you can see planets pretty clearly. Like you can see Jupiter through telescopes.
you could
That's how I
see
saw
that
it.
shit with the naked eye. Like,
go back to like 50 sci-fi movies and like the surface of Mars looks like the surface of Mars on TV. And listen, guys, I have no scientific proof behind this. I'm just bringing it up.
you're just talking out your ass.
Conversation
That's
now.
why I've got to correct you. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, listen. We didn't know what it looked like. We never put anything on there in the 50s. You know,
We know
can't
it looked like a rocky surface.
you can't see what
You
you
know?
naked eye. You couldn't see with Galileo's telescope. Like that's
You
that's
can't
ridiculous.
see the surface of Mars with Galileo's telescope. True, but you could like.
You could see like what it'd be like looking at Earth. Like you could see that it was like a red planet.
Right. You would see a blue planet. It's like slightly blue glow if you look at Earth type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey man, we all got our conspiracy theories. I believe
this conspiracy theory is fuck science.
space travel is false. No, not space
Science is wrong sometimes.
Science is wrong. Science is a bitch.
Science is a bitch.
travel. God didn't create Mars. I can't believe in it. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that.
You're not wrong.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Not created by
You're not wrong.
controversial.
Can't believe that. I'm kidding. I'm not getting into that conversation.
Is there anything else we needed to touch up on here?
I don't know. I'm definitely using the Skype recording because I think this got all screwed up.
We'll fix it by next week.
So that
Hey, man,
whole part about like the technical thing, we're gonna cut that.
just
That
keep
didn't
it in.
actually happen.
Keep it in. Put a Grax's JK.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think I was messing with the recording a little bit. I think I got it to where I got the delay. Alex, for some reason, yours seems to always just delay, even if everyone else's match up. So I don't know why.
It's money on this computer for, man.
Like I have like right now the one I'm watching.
Garbage.
I think I don't know. Maybe it's just like laggy. I don't know. Maybe it's just messed up.
Capture card help you, man? Like if we got a capture card?
It's all weird.
I didn't answer my question.
What's that?
The capture card help? Like if you had like an Elgato, would that be something? I know you said you have like the online, but would a capture
No,
card-
yeah. So that wouldn't help. That's what I use to have like my camera on there. But the only thing is that it's like your guys' audio is just ahead. I think what I have to do, what I should do, is I could record like separate tracks, and then I can just move your tracks over.
Man, in Adobe Premiere, you can click audio source and a video source and hit merge audio, and it works fantastic.
Wait,
You
what?
can merge them. You can click the audio source and the video source and hit, and there's a little drop down box that says merge
Oh,
audio.
I know what you mean. Okay, I know what you mean.
And it'll
Gotcha.
merge it pretty fantastic. Because I record
Gotcha.
my audio for the show separately, so I have to
Mhm.
bring it into the
Yeah,
video premiere because it's not like I don't use my camera audio,
yeah.
and I have to merge the two videos, and it works fantastic. I have a little trouble with it sometimes. You have to give it kind of a buffer zone,
Yeah.
like in the beginning and in the end. But other than that, it works great.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think it's just the syncing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Word.
We'll figure it out.
Alright.
That's why we recorded it. It was through Skype. That's why
Yeah.
we did that.
Good thing you
Got
did.
the
it.
backup.
Well, I will see you guys Sunday for
Yeah.
some off.
That was episode
Absolutely.
2.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I gotta get
Episode
back.
2,
Guys,
boys.
Sunday.
Work.
Yeah.
See you guys episode 2. Join us next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Follow Big Money
Peace out.
Nation on Instagram.
Follow Big Bunny Nation.